Hey, everybody, I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
I'm Tim.
I'm Devon.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, October 16th. We have a special guest today. It is Devon Mettlin. How we doing, man?
I am fantastic. You know, whoa, look at Tim. He's got the fancies in the background there.
Yeah.
iPhone magic.
That's how I live. I live with the fancies.
You know, I'm living the dream right now. I don't know about you guys, but it's feeling good.
It's good.
You are living the dream, man. Like, you have your second design now fully funded on Kickstarter. Congratulations.
Bow, bow, bow.
And this time I didn't have to wait for another publisher
Yeah.
to fulfill. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been a wild ride seeing, you know, from the start to finish. And I know it's been a long time since people are like, hey, you should try self-publishing. And for the longest time, I'm like, I really don't want to. You know, there's so much involved with it. So I said, hey, let's start small, right? And let's just go print and play, because that's the easiest way to do it.
Mhm.
I'm very much a guy that likes to build from scratch and go, you know, on with it. So we'll see where we go from here. But yeah, it's exciting.
Nice.
Awesome. We're going to, of course, talk more about your current design, probably a little bit about your previous design. We're going to say hi to some people, though. We got Mr. Evan Halbert in the chat. What's up, Evan?
Actually, it's Halbert Chiropractic.
Yeah.
get it-
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Come on.
LLC.
Hurt, not help hurt.
Man of many talents. We can just list them all. He probably has a screen name for each one.
My favorite thing about Evan is his public torture of Bob at Gen Con. That's
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're really too bad you guys didn't record that. It's a damn shame.
That would have been
I
pretty
love
good.
Thanks, Dave.
Dave.
Nice.
This is I don't know how to feel about that. It's funny. That's what it
Yeah, we're not educational. We are.
Something.
We're like empty calories. We're
What's up,
Nix.
Nix?
Hey, Nix.
yeah. We got Nix. We got Andrew. I'm seeing a lot of
We got
the
a Rossi
regs.
with
Oh,
us.
oh no, Jason.
Oh no.
Something's,
Oh man.
something's going on. I got Jason with the music question in the Discord, and so
You
Jason felt like
did?
he needed to pop in.
I hope he doesn't
So-
ask us what the point of the stream.
So
because,
Devin, this might your answer to this question might affect the amount of backers you have on your Kickstarter.
I'm gonna lose
tomorrow.
backers here because I'm
You-
not gonna answer this right.
Oh no, you listen. This is what some might call a lose-lose proposition.
Okay.
You have to pick between one of these two bands
Okay.
that are famous. People love to hate. So who is worse, Creed or Nickelback?
Oh, that's so easy. Oh, that was not even a question.
Oh,
Nickelback.
okay. Oh
Nickelback is
no,
terrible.
that's the wrong answer.
Nickelback is the worst band I have ever heard.
Creed is the worst.
Creed is so bad.
Yes.
That was such an easy answer.
Oh no.
Move on to the next one.
That
All
actually
right. Well, thanks for
that
coming
actually-
on, Devin. It's been fun.
that evens it up. So we were having this debate. We were playing a music game. Actually, thanks to Jason Smith. We were playing
Sorry.
Fest Season on Sunday for a preview video, and we just started going into like bands that are bad. So today, Tim posts a Discord question: who is worse? And with you saying Nickelback, which I agree, by the way, it is now notched up 7-7.
Oh no. Well,
Oh.
good thing they're not on our Discord, because Evan could then also hop on there,
Oh,
and
no.
he would be tilting the
both.
scales strongly, because
Man.
Man.
Yeah, see the people feeding off of the people's mic energy. I love it.
what I
Greg,
love is
Stop
how
the vote. Stop the vote.
listen, we
Right.
haven't gotten the correct results from Georgia yet, so
That's
I'm
right. They're
still waiting.
counting. They're still counting. Come on, guys. We only need 3 more votes.
So yeah, I'm gonna call somebody to get some votes.
Yeah.
What I love though is a great and friendly and fun debate over things like this, and it was super good. Oh well, there you go. See, Die's back in. Now we're back to tied.
We're back to tied.
We're back to tied. Thank you, Die.
There, I said it.
Yeah,
Big
and Jason, who is in a band, definitely everybody should take the millions from both of those bands.
Yeah.
I think that's totally
perfect
fine.
response, Dave. From that one, what commercial is that?
It is both. It is both. It is both. So were you guys in a band before?
No.
Does
No?
rock
No.
band count?
Yeah, rock band. We played a lot of
Yeah,
rock
a lot
band.
of rock band. I was also in high school band, marching band.
I was also in high school marching band.
I was in middle school band before I got
Middle school
smart
band. Let's
got
get
out
an
of
instrument tally here. What instruments?
Brass.
clarinet.
Trumpet.
I seem to remember that, Tim. I also played the clarinet.
What makes me mad is I wanted to play the saxophone. Every amazing like 70s and 80s band had a saxophonist in it.
Right. Well, in
Lost
Lost Boys,
Boys.
right? You wanted to be that sexy fire guy. With the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
20 years ago, I had the abs for it. I didn't have the arms, but I had the abs for it.
Right.
And they're like, well, you should start at clarinet. And that destroyed my passion for playing a woodwind instrument.
I miss those days. I miss being in a
Yeah.
band. I wasn't actually. Fun fact: I've been in 4 bands.
Nice.
Non-rock bands.
Okay.
I was in so back when I was a kid. We're gonna say that.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I was in a punk band for the longest time. I'm a huge
Yes.
pop punk guy.
Okay.
I played drums. I was in a ska band. I was the trumpet player in the
Yes.
ska band.
Love
And then
it.
Fun.
Wow.
I went into a grunge reggae band actually for a little bit, and then I went full switch and went into a hardcore like screamo band because I was like a mosh guy back then. Very different than what you would expect, but I loved it.
Devin, I love that about you, dude. That is
So good.
awesome.
I mean,
That is
That's
awesome.
great.
That's
Never-
cool. That guitar.
Never stop being metal. I'm in my mid 40s and I'm still a metalhead.
yeah, I was actually the drummer in that band, so it was super fun to do the
Nice.
double bass pedal and all that stuff.
You can't be a drummer in a metal band and not have some talent. That's
Right.
something, man.
Well,
I did
he
double
said
bass pedal
formerly.
for my rock band.
Just kidding.
Yeah. We were on Spotify. No, we weren't actually on Spotify. The Mets.
Hey, all right, Dave, listen, I'm kind of right now pulling for the Mets a little bit. Just gonna put it out there. It hurts me. It hurts me. I'm kind of pulling for the Mets right now.
Are they playing the
Mostly
Cardinals or something?
because I like it's Francisco
the Dod-
Lindor.
no.
He's super fun.
Are they playing? They're not playing the Dodgers. That's not who it is, right?
Yeah, it
are.
is.
It is the Dodgers.
It is. And the Dodgers right now are sort of
Shohei.
the evil empire. Like
Yeah.
Shohei is an
Like
amazing
Yankee
ball player, but the Dodgers are like the best team money can buy, and the Mets
Uh-huh.
are a little scrappier. So hipster Tim wants the,
Underdog.
The underdog.
go for the underdog. If we
Yeah.
could get a Mets Yankees World Series, like what was that? 2000? Oh, 2000 was the last Mets Yankees, the Subway Series. Roger Clemens throwing Mike Piazza's bat at him.
Piazza.
I mean, listen, I'm old. These are stuff that nobody cares about on a board game show. But back to
True.
it was 2000. Hey, Dave.
Baseball highlights.
Yeah, right. I love that game. That's such a good game. But Devin, I will just say, as a punk fan, I hated pop punk, but I think it's awesome you were in a pop punk band, and I do like ska. So
Yeah.
So I will say I won't like crap on that you were in a pop punk band. I will just say that is the
It
version
wasn't.
of
It wasn't
that I-
specifically just pop punk. It was leaning towards pop punk.
sure.
But we did have
Well,
some roots in main punk. We
Well,
kind of switched it up there.
I mean, if you're gonna do any kind of deviation of punk, you should have right like some roots.
Original.
But like so pop punk, I would call like Blink 182 and Green Day. What Green Day turned into pop punk, right? Is that along where you were?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Newfound Glory is like the closest band to what I
Hmm.
was. And then like Sum 41 is also
Yep.
another, really close to what we were.
Actually, I kind of like some 41, so I will lay off a little bit.
And then Balancing Composure is another band that was a little bit different than pop punk and like punk in general, but they were similar to what we were, more on like the alternative side.
Mhm.
And then now I actually went to their very first show, which is kind of cool because now they're like big news. Like they're in Spotify, have all these albums, and it was really cool because like their first show was in Waterloo, which is like 10 minutes away from me. And so I was able to be there and follow their journey, and now they're huge. So it's been really cool to watch those guys. But
Dave,
speaking of
Dave's
ska,
Dave's hurting me right now.
Dave,
the Clash.
the
Listen,
Clash.
just because the Clash knew how to play their instruments and the Sex Pistols didn't, doesn't make them pop punk.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
Actually,
agree with that one.
found myself listening to, speaking of ska, some Real Big Fish recently.
Oh.
Oh yeah, classic
So good.
for me.
Yeah. The only like ska and punk I got into was like 90s stuff. So we're talking like Rancid and No
Rancid,
Effect.
yeah.
Oh, dude, Rancid, so good.
I love
Lead singer
Rancid.
just left No Effects.
No Effects, also super good.
Yep.
Oh, see,
Yep.
thanks, Dave. Okay, so at least we understand that that's the delineation.
If you guys haven't yet, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah, we
Yep.
promise not to keep this music and sports hour.
Right.
But if I find out that there's a musician on the stream, I feel like we owe it to ourselves to like indulge that a little bit. Mike is a diehard music guy. He loves all kinds of music.
I wish there were
over
more
the
music games out there, like good music games.
Yeah, I
There's
haven't.
a
I
surge
got.
of them right now, I think.
Yeah.
Rock Hard.
Haven't played it. Got it. Hi-Fi.
Fest season currently
Hi-Fi's
on
sweet.
Kickstarter was very fun.
Mhm.
Oh, Fest season's really good. Everybody
That's
needs to
pretty
check
cool.
that out. We'll have a video tomorrow, probably. Bob, you
Yep.
got to do the SEO on that.
He just published it like 20 minutes
Dude,
ago. I was talking
Get
about
off the. What are you
Just
even
stop
wasting
what
your
you're
time
doing,
here
Bob.
for? Is it just?
Do you even work, Mike? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
But you know, I definitely like the indulging into the music stuff, but we should transition from rock tunes to Montoons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that coming
I
from a
see
mile
what you
away.
did. That's-
everybody, check off Mike's transition on your bingo card.
Ooh, that would be kind of fun if you had a little bingo card for the
Oh, there was
Wednesday.
one.
Oh, there was
there-
one.
There was
Okay.
one
Yeah.
for a
Bring
while.
it
Yeah,
back.
they made
Yeah.
one last
You
year.
got the Alaska trip on there. You got Tim
That's great.
Panders, Tim Buffers.
Yes,
Yeah. So
that was like the free spot for a
Oh, yeah.
while. It's just- You just get it. Now there'd be like hipster Tim pick, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'll have to revisit
We're-
that.
What
Yeah.
kind of show is this?
We
Mike's turn.
You know, we
Hey.
sent him off to school, and then he
he just came back completely different.
completely different.
Come back in about a month when we play Conquest Princess, and then we'll ask that same question.
You know what we need to do for the Friendsgiving is bust out, make our own bingo card,
Yeah.
and like scramble up the things. Let people like scan a QR code, and like you get a different bingo card, and like there you go, print them out.
Oh boy.
Show us your completed bingo card, and we'll send you a game.
Oh wow, you heard it here. It's
Out of Mike's
happening.
collection.
Yeah, we'll pick one out of Mike's collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
any
sure
game you want,
Yep,
preferably Dwellings of Eldervale, which I have traded Mike's copy of that famously many times.
That that probably should have been a bingo square by now.
And then, yeah, Dave, definitely. I will also say that we need to just have you and Di on to play games anyways. But Devon, if you haven't met Dave and Di, they are freaking rockstar board game aficionados. I've sat in on a dev session with them. They're super fun. Lots of insight, very talented, and just obviously very fun people to be around.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's nice to see you guys got a lot of interaction with your streams.
Yeah, it'll kind of. So I apologize now because we'll kind of like stop and like, hey,
you don't have to apologize to me. I know what this is all about.
But we
You
love
come
this.
for the whiskey and you stay for the chat. So
Yeah.
Chat wins all.
That's it.
So Devon, yes, Montoons. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, we were talking about the band The Clash, so
Mike.
let's talk about the Clash of the Coral Isles.
Oh, Mike, we were already there. You had to just jump in the segue again.
Oh man. Well, yeah. So Montoons Clash of the Coral Isles. If you guys don't know what that is, well, that is our first game here with Monster Games, or what will be called long-term just as Monster. Well, we're getting rid of the games because everything has games on it. So what this game is, it's actually a 2 to 4 player print and play. Hear me out. Roll and write. Hear me out. Arena combat game. It's extremely portable. So, and all you need is 2 sheets of paper. Well, really 3 sheets of paper if it's a 2-player game, but 1 character, 1 map, and 1 other character, and you guys are good to go. And you have a full, basically skirmish game in just those few sheets. You'll need some dice, a pencil, or a writing utensil, because if you do dry erase, and that's about it. I mean, each character is fully asymmetric, so I've spent many hours just balancing and developing and designing the characters, and there's a lot more to come as well. On the page, you can see I put together a really easy how to play guide. I'm working on the full how to play session right now, which is a long video. As you guys know, how to plays are quite lengthy.
Yes.
But yeah, we have 3 different pledges here. So the warrior pledge this is crazy to me. It's $5 just for this. And the amount of content you get is kind of ridiculous because you guys have unlocked almost every stretch goal we have. We only have 3 more stretch goals, and that's everything, which is like 8 more maps, like a ton new hexes, and possibly 2 new characters if we reach that final goal. So yeah, that warrior pledge just gets you all that stuff. And then the guardian pledge actually gets you the tokens. Instead of STL files, we will actually ship you these awesome 3D printed tokens to your house, so you can play. Normally, you would just, since the print and play, you use like quarters or rocks or anything you have to show who you are. But why not have actual tokens that represent your character? And then finally, the legend pledge, which is absolutely insane. You don't need to do that at all. But essentially, if you want your own character designed, if you want to design your own battle map, and even have insights on future things we do, that is the pledge for that. But enough of the salesy stuff. Basically, like, I'm biased, I know, but the reason I designed this game with Andrew is we wanted a game that we could take with us when we go camping, for example. I'm a huge nature person. We go camping quite often, and I want a game that's not necessarily just a small roll and write or really easy, quick game. I want like a lengthy combat game that we can play just on, the chairs next to the campfire. And so I designed this with that in mind. And yeah, so it just kind of grew from there. Andrew had the core idea of, the actual rolling to place in slots in like an attack movement. And then from that initial idea, I kind of took it and ran with it and started developing it further to where we are today. So that's Montoons.
That is very
Kickstarter
cool.
page is really good. Like all those little like gifs of like showing how everything's done, how you charge the ability up and circle it. Like that was done really well.
Yeah, and I can't take any credit for that. That was all done by Alexi.
Okay.
Alexi is amazing, and I use him for basically every animated GIF. And I actually got those, just as like a favor for helping him in the past. So that was really nice to be able to collaborate with him as well on that.
Oops.
But
awesome.
Oh, Dave, you're the best. Thank you so much.
I told you they're good people. There's your rundown bump.
Right?
We got our one.
Yay.
So if you'd like to get a gameplay video, you can actually watch one on the Board Game Rundown YouTube channel, where we do play this on Tabletop Simulator with Devon and the other co-designer Andrew. And I'm just going to tell you, this game was awesome. I really had a blast playing this. I thought this game does an excellent job of combining the combat mechanics and the roll and write mechanics. Like rolling all your dice and then planning out your entire turn feels really satisfying. And I really like how you can unlock special abilities, but you can bank them, and then you can blow all of those special abilities on the same turn and just smack somebody with a massive attack all at once. I really like what was going on in this game.
Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I was
Kristen. One thing like we really wanted in the original idea of this game is I'm a combat guy. Like, we're talking about combat here, right? I love all things combat games. It's like one of my favorite things to design. And I also really enjoy puzzle-y type games, but that's not like my main thing. So Andrew was actually pushing really hard to kind of get this second way to win. So this is another way Montoons is unique, is that there's 2 ways to win. It's not just your straight skirmish battler where you defeat everyone and you win, right? That's cool. Every game does that. But this game also has a puzzle aspect, which is what we're showing right now. You kind of have these things called the waystones, and there's a little token that when you get to it, you can place up to 2 dice. You cross off boxes on that grid there. And when you surround rewards, you get certain bonuses, such as the waystone mark, which what we're doing right there. As soon as you get 4 of those, you actually win. So what's really fun is we've had games where if you get destroyed with combat, but unlock using those golden hearts, you can actually cross off boxes to end up winning instead. So if you die, you will actually win if you get that puzzle route. So it's really cool. I've seen it multiple ways, one via combat and puzzle. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun to balance.
See, and here's the thing is you got to be really careful around these nice guys like Devon. You know, they seem so sweet. And then he's like, I love combat games. Every time I saw Devon at Gen Con, he was destroying, he was playing Heroescape. I mean, he was helping out at the Renegade booth. But I'm sure he was crushing dreams as these hopefuls come and sit down at his table. And then he's like, oh, I'll teach you how to play.
I don't know. I sold the hell out of Heroescape. I'm just saying, you know.
Listen, because we've been Facebook friends for a while and stuff. I would say that when that got announced to when it came to fruition, I don't know that I saw a bigger advocate that didn't work officially for Renegade Games than you. And so that's awesome, dude. As a passionate guy myself, like I love it. I think it's great. I also just think it's really funny when you meet people and they're like very nice, and then they're like, "Oh, I love the combat games."
I love combat games.
West is the same way. Bob and I both love like head-to-head combat games.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's like because when I'm playing, for one, I don't get to play games really at all because I don't have like a gaming group that gets to play around here. I have my one friend who can play games with. So it's usually just dueling games we can do.
Oh, sure.
My wife enjoys like destroying me most of the time in like Radlands. So we love that game.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
And so it's just like, for me, I am very much not a competitive guy. If you ever play games with me at a convention or something, the whole time I will sit there and just talk to you and not try to win. And you guys will probably get annoyed because I'm just trying to converse. And I'm like, oh, I'll play my turn. Cool. But I'm not going to be like, oh, I want to win this, head down and
right.
You. But yeah, it's like some games like Montoons. The reason I like it so much is just because like you have to have that pivot moment, right? Where sometimes you might try and go straight combat, but if the dice are not rolling your way, or if for example, the waystone is just coming to you the entire time, well, you're going to switch into trying to win the puzzle. Mm-hmm. So it's like really cool because opposite, if you're trying to go puzzle, something will happen where now you got to try to go combat. And so I think it's up to right now. I think that's been the most challenging design I've done, just because the intricacies of everything and how every single one of these characters is fully asymmetric.
Nice.
So it's been pretty wild to develop. And I'm just so thankful for all of our backers. And, more characters to come. I already have like 6 ideas ready to go and just launch out when we get going. So,
well, I will say also sort of the brilliance of what you're doing is that, especially for like self-publishing, is it's so hard for people to get a game made, right? You get it to even the prototype stage, but then when you are going to bring it to crowdfunding, to have the price point be something that feels accessible. Mm-hmm. So doing a print and play like Roll and Write, where you have the option of like sending people like the tokens, really smart. Like what a great idea. I mean, assuming that you can price it right and you've generated enough interest because you've developed something interesting. I mean, it's a guaranteed home run, right? I mean, it's a it's a slam dunk. And so like at a $5 price point, even for if somebody didn't know who you were, it's like, well, it's $5. Like, who cares? I can't tell you how many terrible games I've paid $5 or $10 for.
Yeah.
Even just at a board game store because it was on clearance or like a flea market. It's like, this looks weird. I'll try that out. So I mean, just really smart, really great idea. And then once you get this out and you know, and you're on the map, no pun intended, you are then able to, you know, go as far as you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what's really cool about the thematic of this, I have to tell the story because when I was a kid, I've always been designing games without even knowing. I was a huge action figure collector, and sadly, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. So what I do was I took my action figures and I made little tournaments and I made little games, and I always did stuff where they were fighting each other, and it was a dream to make like a Disney game where they're fighting characters. Well,
yeah,
we're seeing that now happen, you know, but it's like Montoons was an idea I had. I came up with Montoons when I was like 8, and my mom sent me a piece of paper that I wrote on with Montoons, and I was drawing little characters.
Wow.
And I was like, that's when, because we didn't have a name for this. And Andrew and I were talking, was like, what should it be? And I was like, it's always been a dream to make Montoons be a reality. And so that piece of paper, as of, you know, in 8 days here, will be officially a reality. So it's really cool, you know.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. I love it. What a good story.
One really cool thing that I love that you guys are doing about this, not only these opportunities to get, you know, maps designed by people, characters designed by people, but you actually did custom maps for content creators. And so you talked about this when we played it on the tabletop simulator, like, hey, shoot me your logo. So sure enough, we sent you our rundown meeple here. And then when I saw you and Andrew at Grand Con, you said, all right, Mike, what kind of map do you want to see? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of obsessed with Iceland right now. So if you could throw fire and ice on the same map, which you didn't have prior to this, you're like, okay, I think that would be crazy. Let's
Challenge
make this
accepted.
happen.
Oh,
that whole idea.
You can check off Mike takes credit for an entire game on his bingo card right now. There you go.
Yeah, that was one thing I really, you know, because I'm always trying to think of new ideas and new strategies, new ways to make people feel valued, because, you know, without you guys, we wouldn't be here, right? So like, how cool would it be to have the content creators we collaborate with just send us their logo? You know, it's easy for me to make these battle maps. You know, it's just I have to upload the different hexes and kind of figure it out. And then I was just going to put the logo on it at first. And then I was like, no, that's not enough. You can't just put a logo. It's got to have mechanics tied to it, you know? So I was like, the rundown. Okay, what would it be? What would make sense? Well, Blitz is actually a mechanic introduced with Pele, the stretch goal character. And what that means is it's basically an exact movement of whatever Blitz valued is. So if you end your movement on your guys' logo hex, you get to do a Blitz 2 or 3. So if you choose 3, you get to move exactly 3 spaces in any direction. Same with 2. And then if you run through someone, so example, if another player is blitzing near you, they actually take damage equal to the blitz. So it's a cool thing where you're literally running through them.
Yes.
And I was like, that's so good for them. And then the ice mechanism is a new one you guys unlocked. So you see how on that hex there's a bunch of different numbers. Well, Andrew actually designed this hex, and it's way more fun than I thought it would be. I thought this was going to be terrible. And what you're doing when you land on that hex is it's slippery, right? So you're going to roll a dice, and then based on that die value, you're going to move to the hex adjacent to the location of the die value. So if it says 0, that's actually an O for odds. If it's an E, it's evens. So if it's odds or evens, you get to choose where you end your hex. Or if it's a specific number, you have to go to that number.
Nice.
So it's like if you run into a rock and you roll 3, well, you're going to hit the rock because it was the 3. So it's just like, it's cool ways to do that. And then lava is just awesome. But it's also you take damage, right? So it's, there's so much design space in this game, which just hypes me up every time I talk about it.
I love it. That's so cool though, right? Like, Isn't it? It's so much fun when you see somebody that's like constantly discovering new things in the sandbox that they've built. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's so many more ideas, coming. I know we have one of the stretch goals next is called Blight Water, and that's a poison water. So it basically acts as like a water hex, but you actually take poison damage, which hasn't been introduced yet. But I will tell you guys are going to be the first to know this. Oh,
let's go.
One of the characters I'm working on is called Kava, and it's a spider basically based character that's all about poison fog and running around the map and leaving fog dusts behind their trail. And as you walk through it, it actually goes away. So it's like a temporary fog, and then you could take poison damage. So
Nice.
You guys are the first to know about that character.
I love it.
So
that's awesome.
Dang.
Exclusive. You heard it here first, folks.
What is this very Tim-like rat creature down
Hold
here?
on.
Well,
no, it has hair, so it's not me.
Yeah.
That's not actually
Oh,
hair,
one.
my friend.
Uh-oh.
That is a helmet, or basically a metal armor piece.
Oh, then it's back to me.
So this character, that's going to be our final stretch goal. I decided 2,500 is going to be our cut, and that, if we could reach that, I will be very happy. Obviously, I'm already happy, but
for sure.
This character is already fully developed. So like if we don't unlock it, it's not going to be the worst thing because we will release it, but it'll release in a bit. It's going to be a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually Kakoa. This is, Master Splinter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the Master Splinter type character in this game. So this character relies solely on focusing. So the mechanism is called focus. And what that means is it's like the most confusing mechanism to understand. But all that is you remove a die or you unassign a die, kind of like stun. So Mike, you remember stun probably, where you had to remove a dice and you can't roll that. It's similar to that, but you're choosing to unassign a dice and then you put it into this focus. So you write a value based on, the number. Let's say focus 3. Now, the next turn, you can, when you're attacking someone, you can unleash that focus by erasing the focus and adding that as extra damage to one of your attacks.
Nice.
So it's like you're honing in and then like that. Yeah. So this character is all about building up focus and unleashing. It has a lot of ways to gain guard because it's, a swordsman. So they're equipped with 2 legendary sword artifacts. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's what that
I like those opportunities to kind of like limit myself on one turn, but then like boost a different turn.
Yeah,
I love mechanics like that.
Looks like we got a question here. How do you choose the names of the characters? That is a wonderful question. It kind of happens randomly, honestly. Andrew has named a few. I've named a few. Andrew actually named Kakoa just based on, we were talking, and we really wanted like an island vibe with a lot of these characters. We took inspiration from a bunch of different island cultures, and Andrew can talk more about all that, but we took Kakoa as just, this was actually going to be the original name for, I can't remember, not Hoku. Hoku's always been Hoku, but there was another character we were going to do instead of Tala, I think, and it was Kakoa as the original, but we changed that up. And I think the community named Molthu, so that was cool. We had someone else, I think it was called Mordo originally. And then I looked into it, and that's actually a trademark infringement. And so I was like,
with Baron
Andrew,
Mordo, sure.
Yeah, I was like, we gotta change this. So I was like, let's reach out to the community. And I had you guys all vote on the character name. And so Michael Posada actually named it Molthu. And so he got the win for that. And that's how Molthu has been created. So it's like everything I do is all about community. Like from every single campaign I will ever do, I have community initiatives. It's all about you guys naming things because this is a game design thing, but I'm getting passionate now, so I have to talk about it.
Go for it.
A lot of indie designers, they always ask me like, how are you good at marketing? How do you market your game? Like, why are you so good at this? Well, I'm not actually that good at this, but if you think about how you're creating a game, and especially crowdfunding, right? You're creating an experience. It's not just a game. You're crafting the whole experience from the start to finish. And why would you design the entire game to be fully done, when you can let the community vote on stuff? You can let the community come in and name characters. And so any game I design, I always have 80% basically done. And then the last 20% or 10% is going to be community led. So it's like, for example, if Kakoa we already kind of had, so that was already named, but this community character, that's a brand new character that they have been designing, the backers have been designing. And, that's just something I wanted to do, that let them do the whole thing. So you're going to have a brand new character just designed by you. And so that was that 20%. The gameplay is done, but now that last character is just kind of cool. So yeah.
No, that's awesome though, because that's that gets people invested in the project. I would believe that you would then become as passionate about it, like, oh, I got to do something in this game.
Yep.
I was gonna say, like, as someone who's like a super backer on Kickstarter, like, I really enjoy the surveys and things like that help keep you engaged. And a game comes out, you're like, oh, that's the name that I picked, and it really does help to build that excitement. And like, the bragging rights you kind of get to your friends. You can, show them something that you were a part of. And that's
especially cool. If you end up like, even I remember back even my old Cthulhu Wars Kickstarter, my Cthulhu Wars base box has my name as one of the, like the 1,000 names. It's in very small print around the side. And I remember when I got that in 2014 or 2012, I don't know, whatever year that thing finally filled. I remember showing anybody that came to my house, hey, my name is on a board game box. Like, even if in very small print. Yeah, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? Let's just do it live. If you guys have some people in the chat, let's just put out some names. If you guys put in the chat some names, I will choose one of those, and that'll be a future character.
There you go. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at
interaction.
Interaction.
Yes. Name a character in Montoons. Love it.
Yeah.
So there was another really great idea that you had that actually got featured on a video of the Dice Tower, and it is to your left there. Now, before I give you the full screen to show these things off, you actually, I think it was somewhere down here, you had affiliate links for this. Yep. So you have affiliate links down here for the D6s that you'll need for this game, for the dry erase markers that you'll need for this game, and for this fantastic idea right here, so you don't have to keep printing papers over and over.
Yes.
I love this idea.
Yeah, honestly, like, what's crazy about that is, oh, sorry, here, I'll hold this.
Yeah, show those off, please. You basically got a menu holder.
Super smart.
So this is something I cannot believe hasn't been done yet, honestly.
Seriously, I know.
Right. It's very smart.
So what made me do this is, again, we're talking community, right? And I've been doing a thing called Table Tap, which is kind of like another brand I had, where it's a monthly event at a local bar. And, we'd always I'd bring new games, and I'd make an entire menu with the games list that I have and I'm bringing. So I was like, okay, for this, I need to get some menu holders, because I don't want to keep laminating this and wasting it. I'm writing that down. We got one.
And while we're at it, let's get the full effect here.
Lobot.
All right.
But yeah, so I designed it for that specifically, and I was like, let's get these menu holders. And then I was like, wait, hold up. What, I could totally do this with Montoons. And like, I'm a huge fan of using dry erase in like more an efficient way and less like the party game style. I don't like that kind of thing. But I was like, why do we keep wasting paper when we can just get a menu holder, and you can use that with all of your other print and play games? Because, if you get it right now, this isn't going to be our first game. Like, we're going to have print and play games, down the road. So get to menu holder, and you could put any of our games in that and use the dry erase marker, so then you can just keep doing it. Again, this goes back to my whole portability aspect of playing it in the forest. Well, I don't want to have a piece of paper because it can get sap on it, can get rain on it. But with the menu holder, boom, it's protected. And, laminate is cool, but then you have to buy the laminate over and over, and it laminate peels. And so it's like, this is where my entrepreneurial kind of brain come in. And I'm just like, let's just do this. And then I shared it actually on like the board game group, and it just blew up. There was like, I think it was like 300 plus comments on this thing. And there was a ton of followers just from that post and of the campaign.
Dude, well, that's the brilliant thing about like design and I don't want to say invention, but just like ingenuity.
Yeah.
It's like when a new game comes out and it does this design that's like, why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean? Because it's been right there the whole time.
Right.
Just finding a really creative way to use something that already exists. How can I use the materials in front of me? Right? It's the Apollo 13 puzzle. You know, like, you know, we've got X, Y, and Z, and we need to fix this problem. And you crack the freaking code. I mean, that's
all those
brilliant.
flights that Mike has ordered. He never thought of this.
That's right. It's been in his hand this whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah. And then you take it to the next level and you put an affiliate link, and then bam, you can get these things for just over $1 a piece. And then
those
you
are
got
the exact ones I use. So
I mean,
and they're amazing.
So smart. I love this idea. I'm telling you, once those files are ready, I'll be pulling the trigger on this here. It's already
And
in
it
my
says
cart
it says
somewhere,
50
so.
plus bought in the past month. Well, that's probably some of the people are probably from our campaign.
Seriously. Well, that's like when people figured out that coin capsules work really well on tokens for board games, right?
Yeah.
If you get the right size. And I never would have considered buying a coin capsule in my life.
Nope.
I'm not a coin collector. But then the second I heard that, holy crap, you know, I started buying all kinds of coin capsules to, you know,
it's like things like that where, you know, small things like that. Yeah. Andrew actually was the one who was like, hey, let's do an affiliate link. I've never done affiliates before, you know, with Amazon and stuff like that. So that was as easy as just reaching out. We're in the affiliate program now. So we do get like a very small percentage of that.
Sure.
But, you know, again, it's like, these are so high quality, and it really, you know, I wanted to be different because there's so many print and plays out there. It's all $5, you know, they're all doing the same thing. And I'm like, I'm not going to do the same thing. I don't do that in my day-to-day life, you know? So it's like, why not be different and, you know, show that Monster is representing more than just a game. You know, we're representing you, the people, we're representing invention and, you know, ingenuity and exciting products going forward. So.
No, and that's the kind of stuff though that really sets you apart. And I think that's the stuff that people will see that may or may not be, you know, like, I don't know, I've never heard of them. I don't know if I want to back this. And it's like, well, look at all these clever things they're doing. You know, that's not from nothing. You know, I don't know. To me, those are usually like green flags. You know, like, hey, this is probably a really cool project. Mike, thank you for pointing that out, dude. That is such a good, it's just one of those indicators. Like, oh, hey, this is really neat.
Well, I have to say another, you know, thing that we did was, again, you're gonna hear me just say this over and over again. I listen to the people, I listen to the community, and these characters, you know, by themselves. Here, you can pop me up here. I'll show you the difference. So, this character sheet right here it's hard to see with my ring light, but it's a little overwhelming when you look at it, right? Because there's so much going on. There's all these different rows of things, and you're like, what the heck is it? And so a lot of the, you know, newcomers, brand new players were like very overwhelmed. They were like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just very confused. And then also kids were not able to understand all of that, you know, the big sheet. So what we did was we said, okay, well, let's solve that problem, right? Because it's all about problem solving as a publisher and, you know, entrepreneur. So we actually designed in training characters.
Nice.
So you see this little thing right here. It says in training. So it takes the original character and just simplifies it like crazy. And so notice how it's hard to see right here. The bonuses, there's just 4 different bonuses as opposed to on this one where there's like a million different things you can get. It's like things like that. And then like all you have is like a few different places to put your dice and boom. And that's it. 1 to 6. There's no decisions like in terms of there's 15 different places. I have to decide where to go. It's like there's 5 different decisions you can go to and boom. And I tell you what, we had at Grand Con, we had a 9-year-old go absolutely crazy and destroy, you know, his parents in the game. He played it multiple times. He came back multiple times. And my local friend, Nick here, shout out to Nick. Him and his daughter have been playing. His daughter, I think, is like 7 or 8, and she loves it. She's been playing it. And he actually taught his 5-year-old kid has taken interest now. And
nice.
He said they sat down and obviously there was some hand holding, but he was able to understand, you know, at least this is here, this goes here, like not necessarily numbers, but it's like it's things like that. And then he told me yesterday that this is what makes me so happy about publishing. And like this is a reason I want to do this. Is he told me yesterday his kids were running around the house yelling and saying they were playing Montoons. His kid, like his daughter,
so the
was
branding
Tala.
is working.
Yeah,
yes.
His daughter was Tala, and she was flying, and then like he was throwing lava, and I'm just like, yes, this is what this is awesome.
Yeah, well, no, you guys, it's really awesome. You guys have created this experience, right? You're cultivating and crafting, and it's like you said, when you're designing, you're trying to create something. You know, not just here's a game, let's sit and play it, but I mean. Any great game that any of us, I'll just speak for all of us, have played, you come away with like some cool experience and story. Like I had a really good time while I was there. And what even if it's just, sometimes it's even like this game sparked a conversation, or something. And so everything doesn't exactly have to be that the fact that I placed this die in this spot is what blew me away. It's like, no, while we were doing this, it created this environment and this atmosphere where we got to have all of these experiences.
Right. Exactly.
And as a parent of 2 kids that is always dying to try to get my kids to sit down at a table, I'm so jealous. I love it. We've been playing the new, what is it? It's the Last Airbender, Aang's Destiny. Yes, from the Op. My daughter and I have been playing through that. And if I weren't doing the show tonight, we'd be playing through boxes 5 and 6 because we've been doing like 2 a night. And it's really fun, but she is loving it. Like she's into it. She's talking trash. I'm not going to heal you anymore because I feel like you were being rude on your last turn.
Nice.
And I love it. I love it. She's into it, and it's just
Sounds like Tim.
It's the best. Listen, I don't hold grudges. I'm just short and Irish.
There's another thing I absolutely have to mention is I love the art in this game. This was my favorite thumbnail that I've made so far. Like taking the individual character art and like kind of adding them to this thumbnail, I really enjoyed doing. I think the character art's fantastic.
Yeah, the character art is definitely a hit for sure. And
it's popping. It is popping.
It's like one of those things for Hoku, just to give you some background context. I'm extremely thorough in a lot of things and sometimes too much. I sent pretty much a 3-page full art brief with descriptions of all the things. And that was Hoku. So like everything he designed about Hoku was literally what I had. And so it's like, yeah, he did a really good job with the character art for sure. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're so close.
That image, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, and I actually the first idea. So obviously now we're close to funding, right? So I'm thinking about the next Montoons, and this is also, man, you guys are getting all the just little behind the scenes stuff.
I love it. I'm a nerd for this. I love it.
So we're actually thinking about, this isn't like guaranteed yet, but Montoons Way of the Reavers. And the Reavers is a faction, aka Molthu is part of the Reavers faction, and we're leaving the island and we're traversing underwater, and we're going to go into the underwater volcanic lands where there's metal and anchors and stuff like that they're using to build weapons and like fight against the entities that are coming around. So we'll see. That might be the next title that we come out with. But
look at that. Keep supporting, and then you will get to see more. I mean, that's how it goes with anything. Support the content you love, and hopefully that will encourage them to keep making it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So
good stuff, man. I can't wait to see what else you guys come out with. Again, I really had a lot of fun playing this game. I thought it was really cool to see you also had a comment from Matthew Ryan. We're a big fan of his. We've had him on the show a couple times.
Love Matt.
And Bob and I actually just played his upcoming Kalahari on Tabletop Simulator with Eamon Anderson and had a lot of fun with that.
Did Eamon get on with you guys for that one?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I had a big 14-point swing at the very last move and swung the game in my favor.
Cheating.
No, that was a good game. Yeah, he's got a really good thing going on there too. And of course, I love to ask him questions. Being a publisher and stuff, he's crushing it himself. So, yeah. And then Ammon, of course, Ammon's just amazing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Just I don't know. It's really hard to meet a nicer dude than Ammon in any industry, but I mean in the board game industry, which is filled with tons of super nice dudes, and women, men and women, people, dudes. Dudes. Ammon is just one of the ones at the top. He's so nice, so nice.
Now he's like up here in terms of designers.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god, he is about to just blow up.
Yeah,
I mean, Gnome Hollow is the tip of the iceberg, and then everybody's going to start to see all these other things he's got.
Yep.
That's kind of how I feel about you, though, Devon. You've been like secretly. There's been some stuff like steamrolling with you. I know you've had some designs. You've got some projects.
I have some things in the works.
Yeah, man,
coming out. So
exactly.
Yeah, my next immediate one is what he has up right there, the Chef's Apprentice. So that one was funded on Kickstarter. That's my first official release game from like a publisher, sign and everything. And that one's going to be probably fulfilling here. It's supposed to be the end of Q4, but who knows when that actually is going to happen. But that's my first immediate one. And then Folk Tales is actually going to be coming out from New Kingdom Gaming probably next year over like the Halloween season.
Nice.
And that's I'm a designer that designs vastly different things. I don't have one thing. I've designed Roll the Trolls, which is a dexterity-based dice rolling game. Montoons, asymmetric characters, all this stuff. Cryptid Cafe, The Chef's Apprentice is, like a tableau building game with points scoring. And then I have Punch Kick Block, which is a head-to-head hand management game. So Folk Tales is a dice placement polyomino combat game, which you've probably never seen that before.
Nope, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I just think very different than a lot of people. And I think, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think that's where I have an advantage over some designers. Is just the way I think differently. I'm all Mac every day.
Well, you've got to do something to set yourself apart.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. There's thousands of games that come out every year.
Yep.
You've got to find a way to stand out from the pack that is genuine and lasting, so now it's okay if you don't remember, but I remember. Do you remember how we met?
Oh gosh. I mean, was it a board game hype thing?
No.
Okay, then no. I don't remember.
Pre-board game hype.
Pre-board game hype. This wasn't Megapulse.
Pre-hype?
Pre-hype.
I don't have any clue.
So we were at a mixer at Gen Con 2 years ago.
Oh, BA Games. That's where it was.
And yeah,
as the BA Games, and you guys were off in the. Yep, that's what it was. It just my memory's weird. It comes back to me.
And then I saw you later that night, and we actually played the Stranger Things Attack of the Mind Flayer together.
Yep. Yeah, because that was the day I was playing Flick 'em Up too in the middle. That was so crazy. And
you gave me, and I still have it on my bag. I don't think it's on my fanny pack
or something.
You gave me a Love Thy Nerd pin, which I still have.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, I just love, meeting people just so randomly, and everyone is so nice. It's always about lifting each other up, which is why I love this industry. I tried to get into the video game industry. Yeah, no, not even close. This was my industry. Yeah. So,
yeah. No, the board game industry is better for having you. The video game industry, while I like video games, they can kick rocks. We'll take all the nice guys.
Yes.
Let's go.
But,
all right, Mike. You got a topic?
We do have a topic. This was Devon's choosing, of course, and due to his upcoming print and play combat game, we're going to talk about why we love combat games. And so this should be a lot of fun. I think this is going to bring up some stories, especially of games that we've played together. But yeah, we all love these kind of games, so I'm looking forward to talking more about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can go ahead and start if you want.
Yeah,
me to.
do it.
Kick it off.
So obviously, aside from my game, I discussed I love combat games, and I think the main reason for me is it's all about the interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I like a game with solitaire, just you play your own thing, like Earth, for example, you're just doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's more about, hey, I'm going to do this. And then that's kind of like, oh, darn it, I wanted to do that. Or poke your friends without being Exploding Kittens style, like kill your friends. I'm not like a fan of that kind of stuff. But it's just me being able to kind of do the political thing where I play a lot of Magic Commander. I used to.
Oh, Bob.
And so I'm always the guy that's at the table. It's like, hey, so I'm gonna help you out if you do this one thing for me next turn, and then I do this. I'm that guy. And so like the reason I love combat games is because you can do stuff like that, especially multiplayer. Head to head you can't obviously, but skirmish games. For example, if I'm playing Heroescape, I could do something over here to protect my friend, so then they can go over here to do that, and it's just like gets you thinking tactically while also interacting in a subtle way. So that's why I love it.
Nice.
That was the very first thing I actually put down as well. It's the player interaction. I kind of got into the modern board game hobby as a Euro player, playing a lot of multi-solitaire stuff, and then as I've gone further into the hobby, it's more and more trying to find games that have lots of player interaction. Combat games always have interaction. It is the core of what they offer, and it's not just seeing how people react to what you're doing, sometimes positively, sometimes negatively. But I like seeing how people react to what I'm doing on the board. There's something about that interaction and that sort of mind game of, now, wait a minute. He just moved all of his guys 2 hexes closer to all of these troops over here. What is he working?
Coming after me or not? I don't know.
Is he really dumb, or is this some genius move that I haven't figured out yet?
Yes.
Yeah, right. The answer is both. To just sort of piggyback on what you guys were talking about, like a little bit with some of that interaction, I will just share an experience that I had with Bob when we were playing a game that we're about to do a video for called A Song for War. That's not out yet, but it will be soon. And it's an amazing World War II game. But I made a move on my own, full disclosure. The designer one of the designers was next to me. And I'm like, I think I'm going to do this. And he's like, oh. And I made this move. And Bob's face, he looked so crestfallen that we pulled off this maneuver. Now, this game is so good that there's really no killing blow. And he was able to, and why I enjoy playing these kind of games, especially with somebody like Bob, is that he's really good at them. And so it's very challenging. But I made this move and his whole body language just changed. And he looked like, did I just lose this game? Have I been playing this game for 5 hours and I just lost because Tim saw something? Tim, of all people, Tim saw something. It was so satisfying that even though that it didn't win me the game, but it was such a great move.
Yeah.
It felt so good. And again, it's that player interaction. And this is one of my oldest friends right here. Like, so to wreck his whole day
was great.
It was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Yeah. And that kind of brings me on one of my points was like the sneak attacks and the surprises where like somebody pulls off a move like that you don't see coming and it blows your mind. You're like, oh my gosh, how did I not see that plane could make it around to drop off all those troops and sneak in the back door like that? Like, oh my gosh, I left myself wide open. I can't believe I did that. And just being able to sneak attack somebody without them seeing it. Like, I love that. Like that, like Tim saying, the look of just all the life draining from their face. They've been like plotting and scheming and doing so well. You feel like, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh my God, I effed up so much right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Bob, I think you kind of segued into one that I had down actually, and that is the element of surprise.
Mhm.
Whether it's because you posture in one place, but you're actually committing somewhere else, or
Mhm.
games that have like teleporting or warping mechanics where you traverse the map in a way that another player just doesn't expect to happen.
Mhm.
Catching people off guard is
It's a
definitely
feint.
one of the things I love about games like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah, I mean, and you do have that in Montoons as well. So, you know, with
Yeah.
the whirlpools and stuff, which
Yeah.
is why I designed that, because same thing for me in combat games. It's like there's two whirlpools. Well, they could go to either one, but where are they going to come out? You know, it's like, that element of surprise.
Mhm.
I also think for me, it's like, because I'm not very good at like perfect information games. And I really like to design with randomness in mind, because, you know, Richard Garfield said it himself. It's like you need randomness in a game to make it a almost near perfect game.
Mhm.
Without randomness, you know, there's not that surprise necessarily. So like it's nice to throw people off because it gets their into their psyche. It's like, oh, now I'm scared a little bit, you know, and by nature, we as humans are trying to get over our fears, right? So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, what do I do to how to counteract that? And so I thought that was genius. And so I like how you can still, with a lot of combat games, it's like dice rolling combat based, right? Like that's pretty much most of it. And I just love that little element of dice rolling that's just enough randomness where you can mitigate with character abilities. So it lets you incentivize you to use certain characters, which brings the asymmetric, you know, stuff to play. And it makes you feel super smart. But no matter how smart you are, you're on the level playing field because there is some randomness.
Yeah.
You know, and because my one of my good friends, he is way smarter than me. He's like the Bob of my friend group, like up
There we
here,
go.
you know, and I'm just like, everything he does is so smart. I'm like, I don't know if I can win this, but it's the Heroescape dice rolling where it's just like, boom, yes, I ended up getting him and taking him down, and so that's one reason I also love it.
Yeah, actually,
Randomness. Randomness is the ultimate equalizer.
yeah. And I was gonna say one of the things that I have on my list was contested dice rolls. Like I love that kind of stuff when you're. That's one of the things I really like about Axis and Allies, because you know I'm rolling for my attack, I'm rolling for my defense, and you talk about like mitigating your die rolls, like getting those technologies, and like, you know, oh, now instead of hitting on like a 3, I'm hitting on a 4, so it's going to make it a lot easier for me to hit you and, you know, and take your guys out. And yeah, like I love that back and forth, and that was one of the things I think for me fell flat about Arcs, where it was just like the person would just one roll the die. That's it. I can't do it as a defender. You get nothing. You can't do anything. You just have to take that die roll. It is what it is. And it felt very lackluster to me. I'd rather have a contested roll, either whether it's a defense, like, you know, trying to protect myself, or at least I'm attacking back, something like that, to, you know, have some give and take instead of just sitting there and taking it. So
yeah. And kind of to Devon's point, I don't like games that are on rails. Like I love having games where you've got room to maneuver. You're not just going to automatically win because you know the game the best. You know, like I like games where you can make some like big swings and do some stuff with it, you know, and really try some stuff, and you can get rewarded for trying some crazy, you know, maneuvers or
big
just
swings.
outside of the box stuff. That's some of my favorite things, because there's so many times in games that I just am like, well, let's just try this and see what happens. And if it blows up hysterically in your face, well, you've got a good story to tell. But if it actually works, then everybody's
story to tell.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's also telling that story.
Yeah, it's like Space with that. What is it? The 12 roll or something. There's a card in there that if you roll perfect,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, Mike? I know
Yeah,
Tom Mouse
yeah.
talked about it a couple of times. It's like that thing where it's almost impossible, but when you do, the whole
When you
table
get
just
it,
like freaking out.
Yeah, like 1% is kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've-
And Mike's actually done that. We were filming for our review of 1%, and like Mike rolls, wins. And we're like, oh, that's how you play.
It's a game where if you can roll a 1 on a
D100.
two ones on the
D100.
Yeah,
D20?
a D10 and a
Wow.
There's
and
a
D10.
1%
You rolling
chance of
percentile die.
doing that, and I did it like the very first roll of our gameplay video.
We're
Like,
like,
okay, let's play one. Let me log myself as the winner and let's re-rack.
That's awesome.
I
But
love
no,
Mike's face. He's like, wait, I just won?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're like, don't worry, we're going to play
I
again.
love this game. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But the long shot wins is the way I put it when I put it in my list,
Mm.
is what you're alluding to. We're like, well, there's a chance here.
Mhm.
Screw it, let's try it.
Try it.
And I think one game that I think does this well, Bob's got the newer version behind him, but it's Andromeda's Edge or Dwellings of Eldervale. I love the combat system in that game because a long shot absolutely has a chance of winning because the way they do the combat in that, every figure you have constitutes a die that you roll in combat. You max at 6 dice, but it's the single highest result that wins. So my 1-6 can beat your 6-5s. I love those long shot wins because if you pull it off, it's just
Yeah.
you
It's like
know,
Lords of Vegas, same
celebrating.
thing.
Totally celebrating. Just like and we did this when we did our Axis and Allies review, Bob. We did a little sort of like
Cold open.
a little short intro at the beginning where Bob's doing a bomber run, and the only way to hit the bombers is you got to roll a 1 on a d6. And I think when we actually played this, I hit some of his bombers a few times, like son of
yeah.
but being able to roll, that 1 and knock out one of the most powerful troops in the game just feels really good. And that long shot chance is why that's possible.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, with perfect information, that's just not possible. You don't now, and I like certain games with perfect information, but I definitely like that random element in combat where I don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah,
It's
you
that
never do in
element
combat. That's the whole beauty of it. It's like when you're in
Right,
combat, it's never perfect. Like like they say, plans don't mean anything, but planning is. You have to plan, but the plans don't mean anything. There's a quote that goes there. I said
I think it was it Paul McCartney that says, you make plans and God laughs. Somebody said that.
Yeah, somebody said that.
It's like that.
Yeah, no, one game like that really is super clean that happens is Stratego, has the combat, right? But it's the cleanest form of combat I've seen because it's hidden information, but it's just a simple, there's no die roll. You have the information, your opponent has theirs, you flip. It's a war element. It's higher value wins, right? Yeah. I just love that because there's the perfect randomness there. You don't know, but you can kind of deduce. So it makes you think tactically, like, oh, is this a scout? Like, why are they coming up after you? My buddy Garrett, shout out to him. Anytime we go there, that's like the one game we have to play first. I don't know why, but that's just our game now. And we're 50-50. Like I win, he wins, and
nice.
It's just like we're starting to learn how we play, and so a lot of the times I will put the bombs, are in just stupid places, like where you shouldn't put them, and he will just be like, "Okay, I got that," but then I actually trick him, and it's not that all. Like with the spy, I always trick him with the spy, and it makes me feel so good when you do that. That's that long shot, like with the 9 or whatever. Oh yeah, Confucius Tyson. I like that.
I love that.
That's so good. That's my favorite Mike Tyson quote.
I've watched a lot of mixed martial arts and UFC. I love it's a very strategic sport, more so than people realize. And there's a lot of mixed martial artists that have picked up that line right there. Hey, you got a strategy until you get punched, and then everything changes. I love it.
Well, I think though the combat games, especially the really good ones, again, I love having maneuverability in games, right? Okay, I was trying this, it didn't work, blah, 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 but I'm still in it, and I hate games where it's like, well, the first 10 moves you have to make, otherwise you're not going to win. I mean, that's kind of become my problem with Scythe, because Scythe is a really awesome game, but the people that are really good at Scythe, what your first 5 moves are. You're doing X, Y, and Z, and those are the moves you have to do. And to me, that is boring.
It rewards
because
veteran players.
Yeah, and I just think that if you can play, I don't know. I just love having the wildness that can happen when people try different things. And you're like, because if you're the veteran player and somebody's trying something really weird, and I don't know how to defend really against that. So I guess I'm going to do this, because that's how you can beat veteran players, is you take them out of their game. You know, you don't let them play their game. You make them play your game, and maybe you don't even know what your game is. But still, I mean, that's part of the fun of it. I used to love doing that when we would play Warhammer back in the day. I would try all kinds of crazy things. I played a Wood Elf army, which was very skirmishy, and I was playing against like Bretonians, which are very regimented with how they do their units, and it drove them nuts because I mean, it was literally like, if you want to use real world, you know, allegories for it, it was like guerrilla tactics versus a regimented military, whether it's the Revolutionary War or the Vietnam War, right? Like, oh no, these are the rules of war. And it's like, hey buddy, I'm playing by a different set of rules.
I would say in Scythe's defense, you can use the modular board to help get those people out of their element, so they can't do the same opening moves every time.
But you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're this country, you do these moves because you're by these resources, and it's a really good like springboard to you know.
Yes, and if you are not doing what they're doing, you know, your version of that, you are 3 turns behind them, and it's really hard to catch up.
Yeah,
that's not any fun to me. But when we're playing, you know, some other games, and you can actually, you know, maneuver, go left and right. Your first moves are X, Y, and Z. Yeah, thanks, Dave.
How that was pointed out.
Yeah, go right to the end. Right to the end.
And then Justin definitely plays by his own set of rules here as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's designing a game that will eat your children. It's really a mean game.
I'll come back and revisit a couple things we've mentioned already. Perfect information and catching people by surprise, and this is a story that Tim always enjoys.
I do. I already know it.
You already know what it is. So a lot of combat games I've played are a mix of other mechanics, like Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea, a 4X game from Gamelin. In my opinion, Scott Olm's best design and my favorite 4X game. So in Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea, you're building up these fantasy troops, and there's 4 win conditions. So it is, well, in-game trigger conditions, but whoever scores the most points actually wins. But all of them kind of seem viable when I played. So I saw a path to where I remember while we're playing it, Tim said, you know, I've never seen actually anybody finish the game by taking out another player's castle. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun. I'm going to try to do that. So I start building up some troops. And then finally I see my window. And sure enough, there's teleports in this game. And so you go on one spot, it transports you to the other side of the map. And next thing you know, you're right next to another player's castle. Well, the element of surprise was that I don't remember what faction I was playing, but I needed to recruit the ranged character so I could attack from an adjacent hex. So I teleported, which put me next to his castle. And this is a perfect information game. You know, going into the battle, if you are going to win or not. Of course, I didn't attack till I knew had this thing secured. So I recruited my ranger. It comes back around to me, and I'm like, here we go. Teleport, attack, goodbye, castle. And, well, that player's like, he says, well, if I'd known you could have done that, I wouldn't have done this. I'm like, well, that is the element of surprise in a nutshell. And because I'm a nice guy and I was new to, yeah, I think I kind of felt bad because he actually had to get up from the table. But I actually let him take back his turn because I was new to the group, and I'm way too nice sometimes. And because of this, I think Tim was able to swoop the victory away from me.
Hold on. I was going to win anyways.
Double win.
But you gave me an opportunity to make sure I was going to win. It was going to be really close. But it guaranteed when you gave me 2 more turns, I was like, well, I know what's going to happen because this dumbass is going to leave that portal open again in a turn or 2. And Mike's going to go right back through and do the same thing in a minute and end the game, which is exactly what happened. And I made a point to have all my ducks in a row at that point. I love that story.
The last thing, like,
story that won't go away.
The last thing that I had on my list was just the fact that you have options. Usually there's just like there's several options open to you, with most combat games have, if we talk specifically skirmish, obviously you have your different characters, your groups, your units, whatever. But then like even in games like Radlands, where it is a combat it's combat adjacent, I guess, because it's not direct like damage and whatnot, but you're kind of just turning cards. But in that game, it's like there's 3 different lanes. Where do you place, right? The different cards give you multiple options of using. Do you want to do this combat or that combat to help refresh this character so then they can help with combat? So it's like, I love how those types of games just give you so many options and ways. Again, I cannot mention it, just pivoting your game plan like halfway through the game, knowing that you got to go this route as opposed to that route.
Yes. I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah. What I love about options is when you get to Kahoot your options with friends, like playing team games like 2v2 or 2v2v2 are some of my favorite game modes. Like you sit there and you're like, like that's so much fun for me. Like that's one of the things I like about the Axis and Allies is, you can team up with a teammate and just sit there and like scheme over your plots and your ploys and yeah, that's just a lot of fun.
Here's the thing is like Bob is an excellent player. He really is, and it hurts me to say it, but the flip side of it is also, though, don't let Bob and I be on the same team for like most games, because we think alike a lot. And you put both of us together with like my love for chaos and Bob's ability to like plan really good turns. And we really come up with like some pretty devastating combinations. I'm just putting it out there. The only games with perfect information that I like are like trivia games, because I will destroy you. But
confidence.
It's earned.
It's not wrong, though.
It's earned.
It's not wrong.
But I don't get cocky about much, but I will get cocky about that. But no,
don't get penisy, kid.
Yeah, right. I didn't go to California for nothing. I'll just say that without saying anything officially, because I can't confirm that yet. Tune in December 4th.
December, it's so long.
Amazon Prime, December 4th. Just say for no reason, for no particular reason.
Yeah.
But no, I like Bob was just saying, like the coordination, and I will also throw in the opposite of that, right? Is the betrayals, because when we play like Game of Thrones specifically, again, there's perfect information on the board. You know whose units are where, you know what their combat values are, except you assign your orders secretly, and there can only really be one winner of that game, right? And my favorite thing about Game of Thrones is sometimes it's just getting betrayed by people that I love or thought loved me, because some of my oldest and best friends have stabbed me in the back so hard and destroyed me and ruined my imminent victory because they betrayed me one turn before I can betray them. Before I can stick the knife in their back.
Knife is so full of backs, I don't know what to do.
And while I get so mad because it's like I was so close to winning, and I'm very passionate and excited about it, I love it, right? Because we come away with these stories for years and years and years of these epic betrayals, and I just the interactions. I played these games with my favorite people and my best friends, and sometimes we even become great friends because of these games. We don't even come into these games being like super good friends. A formative experience for Mike and I's friendship. We were playing a game of Ankh together, and Mike and I had to merge. And then I was just like, oh, they're in trouble now, because I already saw what Mike was already like had the capabilities of doing. And I had a plan, and Mike and I came together, and it was like, we had the same plan. Our brain wavelengths had aligned immediately. And Mike, it was never in doubt after that, right? I mean, 2 turns later, we won the game handily.
No, it was, I vividly remember that, because the merge mechanic in Ankh Gods of Egypt is a very polarizing mechanic. I personally think it's genius because when you've got a free for all type of combat game, sometimes when you're scoring points, it is not uncommon for one or two players to be kind of left in the dust, and some people to walk away. But Ankh turns the tides because the two players with the lowest score merge together. They get to combine their god powers. They get to combine their abilities. They get to combine their resources.
Mhm.
And you can plan for this. If you go into the last combat phase and you see, I don't think I can pull this off, then you can go, well, I'm not going to attack Tim because I'm probably going to be on his team in 10 minutes. So it
Mhm.
was like I took all my stuff, I moved it over to the other side of the table, I sat down next to Tim, and immediately the Transformer sound played. It was like, okay, we're gonna do this, then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then winning is gonna happen. And we
Yeah, we
stormed back.
Voltroned
It was
into a perfect
amazing.
machine,
That's
and
awesome.
it was so good. And Mike and I mean, that was probably like our first full on gaming weekend, like where Mike and I played a bunch of games and spent a bunch of time like concentrated together before we'd even gone to like a convention together, you know, or anything like that. And
Yeah, that was my first Julia con.
yeah, but and again, right? Like you open yourself up to these really fun experiences, and you know, these crazy stories come out of it. And that's a combat game. That's not a hey, let's be friends, you know, stuff. And I know some people don't like combat games, and you know, and the head-to-head nature of it. But I really believe that like most experiences, especially in board games, are really what you make of them, and you can. You know, I've had some devastating and super frustrating defeats in war games and in combat games, but some of them I just love saying, like, man, I was such an idiot. Like the stories you can tell, you know, you can still spin these great tales, you know, out of it. I just love that about combat games.
Yeah,
I'll,
like so many of them lead to those big stand-up cheering, moments where it
Mhm.
was like, yes or oh, you know, those big emotional swings. Like I feel like combat games really lend themselves to those types of moments.
30 years
I'll-
later, we still give Pete a hard time for flipping a Warhammer board in his mom's backyard, and we joke about her still finding miniatures in her bushes from him flipping that table because he was so mad that he lost.
I will I'll bring it full circle. One of the things I had down was healthy camaraderie, which was mentioned, beating up on people and then still being able to be friends with them afterwards.
Usually,
And as Bob mentioned, teamwork, planning with someone else in team games, War Room, Ankh, of course, Ascension Tactic,
Mm-hmm.
and an
That's a
older
great
one that I never thought got enough love, and that was BioShock Columbia Infinite. You can play that in a 2v2 mode. I think it's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to try Dwellings of Eldervale in 2v2 mode.
We should try that. It's too bad I traded your copy.
That's right.
I wonder if Andromeda's Edge has that.
I wouldn't think you would take it out, but who knows? I'll have to look.
Devon, just real quick, like what are some of your favorite like combat head-to-head games? I know this isn't like a top 5 or anything, but just like we've mentioned a bunch, but like what are some of your favorites?
Well, if you actually wanted to listen to my podcast, Roll and Reflect podcast, we did an episode on my top 5 dueling games. But no, Dice Throne is one that I would consider in my top 5. Radlands is like almost number 2. Heroescape is like my number 1.
Yeah.
You know, and then I like combat games such as like Summoner Wars and like that kind of stuff. I love, you know, the mechanism like where it's like boosting something and it's like you do this to trigger that to trigger that. Those are my favorite type of combo type combat games, just because it makes me feel smart, you know. So I'd say those are probably my top 3, and then you know I can't remember exactly what my other 2 were, but yeah.
No, yeah, I mean you didn't have to like have 5 on the. I threw you on the spot there. But no, just as I mentioned, like, hey, you know, some of the ones that stand out to you, you know, that you really enjoy. I wish I liked Dice Throne as much as everybody else seems to. I don't know why that game just frustrates me. I do actually, out of all the Dice Thrones, though, I do enjoy the Marvel one.
Marvel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's because
they feel very thematic. They feel very
they do a good job with the characters. I feel like they really translate the characters over, which is why I still have all my Marvel Dice Throne stuff and got rid of the fantasy Dice Throne. But no, I mean, people love it, and I'm really again, if that's a game that brings people into the hobby, I'm never gonna go, well, that game sucks, you shouldn't play that. Like, no.
Well, two of the main inspirations for Montoons was Dice Throne, and then also, what was the other one? We just had mentioned it.
Radlands.
Oh gosh, I just blanked. I had it totally there, but
Radlands.
No, it wasn't Radlands. There was another game that, Dice Throne, Super Fantasy Brawl. I knew I was going to get there.
I've been wanting to play that game. I've heard only good things.
I love that game. And so those two put together gave me tons of inspiration for this game.
Sure.
So you can thank those two games for that, because I play those quite often. My buddy and I are actually doing a Dice Throne tournament right now, just in person, because I own everything Dice Throne. I love Dice Throne.
Right on.
So now we just have to take my winning streak. I'm up like 10 to 8 right now.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see what happens, but I do have to pop off though.
You're good.
Put my daughter to bed, but
no, Devon. I saw David, and then I don't know why I even said Dustin. David, hey, happy anniversary, dude.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks for popping by. Devon, thank you so much for coming on, giving us some time. This has been amazing. So please go take care of your daughter.
Yes.
Congratulations on
I can hear her
Montoons.
screaming down there. I'm like, I gotta go down and get her. But yeah, I will say, obviously, Montoons is live right now on Kickstarter. We have 8 days now. We just passed another stretch goal, it looks like. So we're at over 2,200 now. Yep, 267, right there. So nice. I'm gonna go do all that stuff later tonight. But I will end with saying I have some tokens here. So I want you guys to go into your Discord and choose one person at random, and I'll give them a set of tokens.
Oh, snap. Nice. All right. We need them to be a backer. We'll make that a rule. You've got to be a backer.
Yep.
And we will have Devon send you a set of tokens. Devon, that's super generous of you. And we didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know anyways.
Do it live. Do it live.
Yeah.
Do it live.
Yep,
also, I'm glad you brought it up. I almost forgot. Devon does have a podcast as well. You should definitely check that out. I dropped
with Mark Street of the Dice Tower.
Hey, even better.
Drop the link in our chat. Devon also has a very engaging Facebook group, Board Game Hype. So you should definitely check out all that stuff. Devon, it's been a pleasure. We are so glad that you were able to join us.
Man.
Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday.
It's good to talk to you, not just standing around a table at Gen Con for 5 minutes when it's super busy and you're in between teaching games. So it was good to hang out, man. It was nice to catch up.
Crazy. But yeah, we'll talk to you all later.
All right.
Yeah. Have a great night, Devon. Thank you.
Too, Devon. And good luck to Montoons. I'm
not
gosh. Kidding. I'll say it again now that Devon's not on. I really had a blast playing Montoons. I cannot wait to play it again and try a different character. I really like games. I like combat. Obviously, that's why we're having this conversation. But I like when there's alternate win conditions. That's why I like 4X games. That's why I like Scythe. That's why I like Dwellings of Eldervale. And that's why I like Montoons, because yes, you can win by eliminating everybody else, but that puzzly, dice rolling victory condition.
Yeah.
If you can pull that off, it'll be very satisfying to do, because they've said it is the hardest way to win. So it's going to be very satisfying when you finally do it. I was very impressed with Montoons. If you got $5 and you like combat games, you should absolutely back Montoons. It was a no-brainer for me.
And if you guys don't get on there, I might accidentally win those tokens just so that I can back at the $5 level and get the tokens. So get on there and check it out. And if it's something you're into, let us know that you backed it, and we'll put you in the random drawing for winners.
Comment Justin, in our Discord Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's the place to do it. Justin, you are right. Chester's hot fries are so good. I
No,
like
what-
the Andy Cat Pot fries, and the Chesters are also amazing. Bob,
Yeah,
you got Flip 7 handy?
I got it handy.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
I want to do something. Two things. First, this weekend, this Saturday only, we are going to be at Tabletop Adventure Con in Warsaw, Indiana, at Warsaw High School. Mike will pop a link, I'm sure, in the chat, and you can find the promo video. We got all kinds of stuff. We will be there. I'm going to tell you, if you show up and you play a game with us, I'll give you a game if you beat us.
Oh, changing the rules.
Hey, listen, they might change while we're playing. Well, you didn't beat me by 20. I don't know what game. It could be Flip 7. Play Flip 7 with us, and if you beat us at Flip 7, we'll give you something. Right? That sounds good.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
we're going to be there. We'll be there pretty much all day, most of the day.
Most of the day. 90%
So,
of the day.
yeah,
This
so
is-
so roll in there, hang out with us. Andrew's going to be there. So if you want to destroy Andrew at a game, that'd be great.
Mhm.
Andrew, I need to ask you what game you want to play. Like, we want to make sure we get to play a game with you that you want to play.
Yeah, pick a game, dude.
Because if you're coming all the way up to do that, let's make it worth your time. Let's play something fun.
Yeah, pick a game you want to lose at. We'll play with you.
And Justin, I saw that you got that game, dude, and I have not played it yet. It looks awesome. I can't wait to play it. It looks like, or from what I've heard, it's sort of like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's more like a Seven Wonders duel style game.
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Bob.
Bob, this means you got some reading to do.
You got some reading to do.
Yeah,
Mike, it's supposed to be you, dude, because you're the dwellings specialist.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're the
know
dude
it.
with the box over your shoulder.
Maybe I'll watch some rules
So,
videos. I
Now,
know.
Hear me out, Mike. Hear me out. I can leave Veiled Fate and the Andromeda's Edge rule books in my garage for you to pick up tomorrow after work, so that you guys can do a review Friday of Veiled Fate, and then you can read up on the rules for Andromeda's Edge.
Well, don't just leave us the rule book for Veiled Fate. We need the whole damn game.
No, I'll leave you the whole box.
Yeah, but you said rule books,
well, the rule books for
Plural.
Andromeda's Edge.
plural.
Yeah, it is books. There's 2 of them.
I was just going to add a couple things. We're at something that's unprecedented for us before. We co-streamed to the Monster Games Facebook page. Devon has left. We are still co-streaming
Oh,
to the
no!
Monster Games Facebook page.
Be on
So-
your best behavior, boys. There are people that
Yes.
don't know us.
So no disparaging comments towards Devon or his co-designer Andrew De La Cruz. Number one. Number 2, we're gonna play Flip 7 on the stream. So this is about to happen, but I gotta let Sushi in first.
Yeah. So while Mike is letting Sushi in,
Wait. Okay, I can do it.
I want to say
Okay.
we should figure something out.
What?
Again, it won't be a good game, but pick who you think is going to win Flip 7 in the comments. And whoever gets it right out of those people, we will randomly send you something. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll send you something. I'm working on engagement here.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have this copy, Tim. So either you and we both still have our promotional copy.
I never got a promotional copy.
You didn't?
No.
'Cause you didn't buy Gnome Hollow.
No.
We call you Mike.
Hold on. Hold on. I worked to earn Gnome Hollow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't get a copy of the wait, hold on. Let me check. Bob, Phil.
Oh, look, it's a cat. Hi, meow. How are you? Hey, look, Evan's back. Bella, no, ma'am. Where are you going? So this is Bella. So I can go over Flip 7 for you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and let me add this to the stage. I can do some things. We'll make this bigger so you guys can see easier. So the whole basis of Flip 7 is you got this deck of cards, okay? And inside this deck of cards, you've got 1, 1, 2, 2s, 3, 3s, 4, 4s, 5, 5s, all the way up to 12, 12s. And you're going to be dealing cards out to everybody, like one at a time. And then when it comes to somebody's turn, they're either going to stay and collect the points they have, or they're going to take a hit and try not to bust. If you bust, you get nothing. If you don't bust, then you get to keep going until next turn. and you go until the round is done, until everybody either busts or pass. You gain the points you're going to gain, and then we'll pick a number to play to. I think it's supposed to be like 205 or something like that is what you're supposed to play to, 200. But we'll pick a number to go to, and then whoever hits that number first wins. And that's the basis of the game. It seems simple, but we had a lot of fun playing this at QsCon. And so we figured out a way that we can play it live, and we're going to play it live.
Oh, Andrew, you might have just gotten yourself a copy of New Phone Who Dis if Mike still has his. Did he say pandering?
Pandering.
I just want to do crazy stuff. I want there to be stakes. I want there to be skin in the game.
No, I went ahead. I went ahead and grabbed an ice cube and a glass for Flip 7, and a bottle of Angel's Envy because I'm envious that I don't get a free game. So.
Oh, I see. Hey, I've got a question.
Did you buy Gnome Hollow at GenCon?
I did not.
Yeah, Bob, get off your high horse.
Okay, so I guess I'll keep this copy of Flip 7 and give away my promotional copy.
No, that is my copy of Flip 7. You go to hell. That is my copy. So Evan, just so you know, that deck is from 0 to 12.
Oh, is there a 0 in here too? Is there 1 0?
I thought there was a 0.
I maybe there is. I haven't noticed it. But anyways, there's also like some like bonus cards that are just pure. Here we go. This is difficult.
Where is it? Spotlight layout. There we go.
There you go. And then swap you for that one. Well done, Mike. And then there's this one here, which is just pure plus points. There's some specialty cards that you get that you can do freeze. You can like make somebody. You basically make them pass.
Was that a 0 or a 10 you just passed?
That was a 10.
Oh, okay.
Another 10. There's 10 of those in there, by the way.
Oh boy.
And then there's some like
there's a 0. Freeze. You did just pass a 0.
There's a 0.
Look at that. 1 0.
1 0. Which doesn't make any sense. Seeing that there's 1 1, 2 2s, 3 3s, 4 4s. You'd think there'd be, I don't know, 0 0s.
Hush up. Flip 7.
We're gonna flip 7. These are hard to shuffle.
Next time, if possible, you got to get the angle underneath. It's sort of vertigo is not the right word, but I'm getting a weird sense of, I don't know, direction.
It's almost like it's slanted too far. It's like not straight up and down. It was like angled. I get that.
I was going to let you roll with it and fix it a different time. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
That's better, actually. That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be all right. We got a little glare off the ring light, but who cares? We're doing it live.
Doing it live. Yep. It's tough because I need the ring light for my beautiful face, but you know, I'm cheating.
Well, that's debatable, but
so we need everybody to comment on who they're going to think.
So nobody's bet. Nobody wants any free games. I guess we just play for bragging rights.
Wow. Dang.
Wow, you can really.
All right,
dance.
I'll take it then. I'm betting on.
You can really dance. Bob. I'm betting on me. Bet on myself.
Bet on me too. I'm dealing, so I'm betting on me.
Yeah.
Whoever board game rundown is, it says they're picking Bob. So, totally unrelated. I'm just going to hit every hand. So,
the full strategy, Cotton. I'm taking another card. Yeah, Mike, you got Mike 12s already.
Yeah, Mike, you have 6 cards already.
All right. So we are back to Tim. Tim, I'm guessing you want a card.
Ooh, Justin's picking me. He doesn't know how aggressively they're both picking me.
All right, hold on. I'm making a note real quick. So people that have picked Mike are Andrew and Justin.
Come on, folks. I'm dealing.
When I play push your luck games, I love to push my luck. Like I want to win.
Mike is not a good idea.
But I am just uber aggressive. And it costs me a lot. It's kind of like playing with West in a push your luck game. I'm just going to keep pushing.
Yeah. By like Brady, you mean he cheats.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Tim, hit.
Yeah, I'm going to hit.
You guys already explained how the game works?
Yep.
Yeah. I would have laughed.
That's a good idea.
I know, dude. That would have been amazing.
Hit me, please.
You're done.
Seriously.
That's why I love
Mike's out.
escapes. That's why I love escapes so
Why do I always get the warped one?
much. Okay, Bobby, hit me. Let's go.
All right, Mr. 12. Oh, you're still in. I'll take one. Still alive. Timmy?
Wow. All those 11s at the top. How convenient.
Okay, so Bob's at 27 and I'm at 24. I'm going to hold.
You're going to hold. I'll take one more. Oh, Tim? You're
Nope.
going to flip 3, Tim.
I'm out. You can't give me 3. I'm already out.
Can't I?
Nope. You've got to take it now, dum-dum.
I don't know
It's
about
an
that rule.
active player,
I'll take
dude.
it. I'll
Active,
take it, but I don't think that's right.
active players.
Son of a...
Busted. 24 points for
Wow.
Timmy.
All right, somebody else keep score.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm keeping score. I got 124 so far.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I think I start with I busted. I was in last, so Mike's gonna go first. Look at that. Mike's got the 0. Oh,
Uh-oh.
cheating. Mike, you want another card? Or you want to hold?
I do, actually. Here comes another 0.
You're out. Oh no, you can do that to somebody else.
Yeah, I can give it to somebody else.
Tim scored points last time. Andy has the second chance card.
Yeah, I'm the smart choice to freeze.
Oh, yeah, because you would have to stop automatically, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, give it to Tim. He gets no
You-
points.
Playing, Tim.
You know what sucks is I've never had a second chance card.
Yeah. Well,
And
you
the
still
first time I get one, I get frozen.
don't. All right.
all right.
I'll take a hit.
Do it.
I'm in. Mike, you want another one?
Hit me.
Still in. I'll take one more. Son of a.
Oh, nice. Hit me.
Mike, all right.
Oh, it's so close.
Hit me.
So by the way, if Mike gets 7 cards, he gets 15 extra points.
15 bonus points.
How many points did Tim score in that round?
24.
Hit me.
Wow.
I will stop.
What? Those are like the lowest cards, dude. You only need 2 more to get the bonus points.
Nope.
You chicken.
What did
What?
Mike get? Hold on. 18?
Oh.
Hey, I'm playing for the people this
no,
time. Okay.
22.
19,
Right.
22. Yeah,
Yeah,
22.
Bob put the other 4 on top. I saw a sleight of hand there.
Did you? That's crazy because I did it off camera.
No, Mike was looking at his own camera he's got in your house.
He would have busted
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that ring light actually has a hidden camera in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Timmy says hit him again.
Let's
I'll
go.
take another one. Mike,
Yep, hit me. Yep.
Timmy,
Oh,
still in. I'll do one more. I'm alive. Mike,
hit me.
thanks for playing. Tim,
Dang it.
I'm stopping at 21.
Tim is stopping at 21. I'll take another one. Still alive. Mike,
Hit me.
thanks for playing.
I knew better. 20 is a good score. I should have
It's a
stopped.
great score.
Yeah, I'm going to take one more. Oh.
Oh, you dog. What's that? 15, 24, 33?
Yeah, I'll stay there.
I knew
Bob's on the
better.
board with 33. So I have 45. Bob has 33. Mike has 22.
Yeah, I just can't help myself sometimes.
All right, I was last one, so back to Mike.
I know better. I do it anyway.
Oh, Tim's cheating. Oh, me too.
Oh,
Mike?
you sons of- yeah, hit me.
Timmy, I'm just going to give you one.
I'm too
Yeah.
aggressive, Andrew. I'm just too aggressive.
Mike?
Hit me.
Oh,
Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
Timmy, he wants another one.
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, thanks for taking that. That means I can take one.
Dang it.
Woo!
Ooh, there goes the 11. Bring it.
Mike, I'm just going to give you one. You got a second chance.
Bring it.
Oh,
Times
look at that.
2.
Times 2.
What's the
Tim.
second chance?
Tim is bowing out. I'm
Stopping
gonna
at
bow out.
29.
Oh,
Well,
this is
I'll
my
take my
comeback
33
tour right
back.
here.
Mike, you have a second chance. I'm just going to hit you.
Hit,
Ooh.
hit,
I'm going to
hit.
keep going while you have a second chance.
Yep. Oh. Oh.
No, wait. Hold on, Bob. I don't believe the bonus cards count.
Okay, I don't think so either.
Hit.
That's 7 cards.
got it.
You might as well take another one.
No, 7 ends it.
Stop
Okay.
immediately.
7 immediately stops.
Okay, and the 4 adds after. So he would do
You've
9,
got
10,
my game.
11, 17, 29,
37.
40, 80, or 53. Oh my gosh, dude. Hold on.
106.
Wow.
You get 106.
I'm re-adding this. Hold on a minute.
I'm
Here's
screenshotting this.
20. Here's 20. That's 40, 41, 42, 43. Doubled is 86. Plus 4 is 90.
Cheating.
Cheating.
Oh, that was amazing.
So Mike is winning at 112. Next is Bob at 76. And then I have 54. No, wait, I can't have 54. Hold on.
That's your
45. 45 plus 29 is not 54.
Yeah.
60, 74.
That's what I was going to say, Dave. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get over.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that close to 100.
Timmy.
Oh, this is a great time for my dog to get the zoomies.
I'll
Yay.
take one. Mike.
Hit me.
Cheating.
Good
Tim.
God.
I'll take one.
Wait a minute.
What?
Why would they be removed?
Yeah, I think you still get it, and you get it that whole round, I thought.
Yeah, until you use it up. And I mean, and I'm putting the cards we've used upside down on the bottom of the deck, so it's not like they're being replenished.
Yeah, well, they should be out of the deck, and then we reshuffle after a round.
Oh,
Right.
like you mean
Yeah. So once
remove
they get to the
as
face-up
in-
cards, I reshuffle all the cards.
Oh, no. Actually, they don't reshuffle until the deck is empty, and then you reshuffle.
Yes.
No.
There we go. Okay.
No, but Bob, by adding to them to the bottom of the deck never gets empty.
I'm putting them face up, so
Got
it's
you.
basically a discard.
Understood.
I follow what you mean, Dave. Yeah, got it. We're on the same page.
Yep,
Yep.
understood. Nope, Bob's doing it right.
Yeah. It's just instead of having a separate pile of cards, it's just face up.
Yeah,
Yep,
I knew
nope,
what
you're
Bob
good.
meant. I was confusing what Dave meant.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mike, hit
Agreed.
or stay?
Yep, hit me.
Timmy?
Staying.
Staying.
Yeah, it's 28 point or 30 points. I'm
All
staying.
right, well, I'm hitting. I need more points than that. Mike?
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna be conservative with
You guys
this
are
lead.
chicken. I'm hitting again.
I mean,
Okay, now I'll
chicken with
stay.
the lead.
That's 30 points, though. I'll take 30 points.
Okay, so hold on. Bob took 30.
Yep, so did Tim.
So you're at 106. I'm at 104. Mike got 16, 21.
22.
I see Justin's been playing
22?
too many games with West.
Yeah.
So 134.
Mm-hmm. All right.
This game's cooking. God damn, I love this
I
game.
was
It's so much
last.
fun.
It's
So
fun.
Mike is
This
first.
is a good idea for this stream.
Oof. Oof. Woo.
Boo.
Mike,
Cheating. Hit me.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. Mike.
Hit me.
Ah.
All right, Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it. You know I'm hitting again. Mike.
I'll stop.
Mike is stopping because he's chicken shit. Tim.
Mike, hold on. Mike got 26.
Chicken shit with the lead.
Yes, 26 for Mike.
So he's got 160. You got to hit me. I got to try to get some points.
Uh-oh.
Flip 3. Bob, flip 3.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
See, he could have thrown that at me.
No, you're already out. You passed.
Well, I mean, if I hadn't,
So
Right.
do I get to give that to you now?
You can, or you can freeze yourself.
No, I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. So that's 19 points for me.
Yes. And then I'm going to keep hitting here. Well, there goes that second chance.
oh yeah.
I'll do another one. Son of a gun.
Yes, you greedy bastard.
Donnie, I'm too aggressive in these push your luck games, but now that I have a lead, I'm
Yeah.
trying to hold on to it.
Yeah. He had one big round and then he's been.
Yeah, I scored 90 on. He's probably been here the whole time. He's our resident.
Yes,
lurker.
he's lurking. All right. So
I won't have you guys disparaging
that was
Donnie.
the
He's
last
my
one
favorite.
hitting, so Mike is up next.
Oh man, he's probably disparaging me because of how long I've gone without making a BGA move.
Mike, you're up.
Did you start with me? Hit me.
Yeah. Timmy. Ooh, I'm hitting. Woo. Mike. You chicken shit. Come on.
I'm gonna stop.
God, you're terrible at this game. Tim.
Hold on, let me add Mike's 17. So that puts
Yeah.
him at 177.
Lame.
Hit me.
Damn right.
Woo. Back to you, Tim.
Oh, shoot.
You got to catch up.
I do. Hit me.
Yeah. Thanks for playing. I'll hit one. Okay, we'll stop.
Okay, so that's 23, 36.
Yep.
So it puts you at 142. Mike has 177, and I have 123.
So close. All right, that was the last one hitting. So back to Mike. Oh.
You need to freeze out Bob. He's hot on your trail.
Tim's the threat.
Wait,
I'm losing by
Tim has
I'm
second
losing
day
to,
of four,
You
right?
can bust at any time.
I'm
You should
losing
freeze
to Mike
yourself.
by 50 points. Tim's
should-
the threat.
Tim. No, I said Mike's the threat. You should freeze yourself so you don't bust.
No,
Oh.
I'm freezing whoever has the second highest. I thought
Bob.
it was Tim.
It's Bob.
Okay, it's Bob. Yeah, that's obviously
Oh.
what it's
Tim, you want it 3 or you want to give Mike 3?
I'm gonna give Mike 3.
See? Told you. Should have picked yourself. All right, you're
He's
still
doing
alive.
fine. He's doing
All right.
fine.
Mike's
Mike's turn.
Mike.
No, I'll stop. That's halfway to a victory.
Let's see,
That's
what
gonna
is
put
that?
me,
917.
over 190.
177 plus 17 is
Oh, that's game.
194. That's not game.
Hey, you're 6
Close.
shy. See?
194.
All right, Tim. You're
Yeah,
at
hit me.
11. I'm assuming you want to hit.
Yeah, gotta hit me again. I'm doing the hit me again. I'm doing the West strategy. All right, I'm stopping. So that's 22, 33, 41.
What? Yeah, like I said, 41. Jeez, math, dude.
God damn it, Bob. So I'm at 164. Bob is at 142, and Mike is at 194.
Tim was the last
Justin,
one hitting.
don't tell me how to live my life.
Oops. Oh, that's all right.
He's got to flip 7.
Well, that's just because that's what happens when I flip over an upside down card.
Oh, there we go.
Hold on, let me stack this.
God, we're playing another round after this. You know this, right?
Especially if Mike wins.
Especially if Mike wins.
Hold on, let me get my BG stats ready.
This is the
doesn't
new.
count.
This is
like
the new
Tabletop
game.
Simulator, Mike. It doesn't count.
This is the new game where it's 2 a.m. at Mike's house, and I'm like, I've got to leave. My daughter, I've got to be up with my kids at 7 a.m. And Wes goes, we haven't even played Flip 7 yet. We should just play that like one time. Oh, hoop.
Yeah,
You didn't even
one
ask
game of
yourself.
Flip 7.
I forgot to ask myself. That's not fair to me. Mike, you want another card? How many? What are you at? 196? Are you going to stop with your friggin' 4?
I'm stopping.
Mike stopping at 198.
Oh,
Wait, no, hold on. I thought you said 196.
So you want another card?
Yes.
I hope it's a fucking 4. Damn it.
I'm out.
All right. Well, you don't get to be out yet. You're still alive.
Yeah, you're still alive.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
on.
Because if I get a flip 3, believe me, that shit's coming at you hot. Yeah, hit me, Bobby. All right. Mike is out.
You want to pass now, Mike? Or you want to hit?
Hit.
I'm out.
Tim, you're hitting?
Yeah, but hold on. Let's see. It's 2 plus 12, 194 plus 12, 206. So Mike's got 206. That's the number to beat. Yeah, hit me. You're already out. So yeah, hit me. Okay, hold on. So that's 33, 37. Hold on a second. 164 plus 37 is 201.
Oh.
So one more card, the right card, and I can beat Mike.
What? Hold on. What card does he need?
That's 38, Tim.
Okay, so I'm at 202. Still, one more card could beat Mike. Everybody in the chat is like 38.
I hate this game.
A 5. Okay, so not a 5, but like a 6, 7, 8, 9 will
So 6
win me
or
the
higher.
game.
Card of the cards. You
Yeah,
ready?
throw it to me. Throw it to me.
Tim for the win.
Get the shit.
Tim, do you want another card?
No.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Mike.
Unbelievable.
What's high score mean, dude?
See, Mike, see what happens when you chicken shit out like that? You should
Well, everybody, thanks for joining. It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
sucks.
And nobody picked me. Nobody picked me.
Tim, I think this just means we need to review this on Friday.
I already did a review.
Oh,
of this?
Yeah.
I haven't
Is
seen
it in
it
the can?
He hasn't edited it yet.
Oh,
Remember when I
that's
said
why.
I did 8 videos that weekend you were gone? This was one of
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
It's funny, as a guy at work asked me about the show, and he's subscribed, and he's like, "Yeah, I went to look at your channel." He's like, "Why do you guys put out so many videos?" He's like, "The channels I normally subscribe to is like maybe one a week, maybe one every other week." He's like, "You guys do one every day." And I said, "In our defense, we had a huge backlog that we're trying to work through.
We did, but also because we be hustling.
We be hustling."
That's
Every
why.
day hustling.
We be
Was it John or somebody else?
It was John.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
wonder what to
Nikki,
put as the
seriously,
location I played
sweating bullets. In a way, though, it's like the stress is all off of you because it's like, well, I have to hit because if I don't, Mike automatically wins. So I might as well try. Hey, Justin, take care of your lady. Thanks for popping on, man. Look forward to having you on the show next month. We'll talk about that.
All
All
right,
right, we gotta go another round.
round 2.
Okay, hold on. Before you start, everybody's got a chance again to pick who you think who is going to win. If you pick correctly, you will get entered in to win a free something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
From
is
us.
going to pick me this time.
Yeah, they've seen how bad you are at this game.
I'll tell you what you won't win. You're not winning
Oh,
my
wait,
magnet.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're not winning
Thing
our
is
board
awesome.
game. Oh, dude.
Everybody at work was like, "That's pretty freaking cool." I'm like,
Oh, did you
"Right?
take it to work?
Heck yeah, I did.
Nice.
That's a great
Thank you,
idea,
Andrew.
Donnie. You didn't make it apparent, but I will. And there we go.
Oh,
Definitely
Jazz. Of course
sure.
you pick Bob. That's whatever.
There
You don't have to pick Bob.
there you go. There's the official screen name, so everybody can see it. Revenge of the Mike. It's happening.
Oh, I need to change mine to the Comeback King.
All right, LL Cool J, calm down.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I love how mad Mike gets out the gate.
Son of a. Hit me. Oh, Bob was first.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, who won? Tim?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Don't you forget it.
You're
I
out.
busted. You
Yeah.
still flipped the third, but yeah, I busted.
Thanks for playing.
I can't believe I had that big of a lead with a 90 round and
Well,
playing
because you kept
conservative
quitting after 2
lost.
cards. Can't do that. You gotta
That sucks.
flip 7, Mike.
Hit me. I'll go back to playing how I usually do. Hit me.
Oh,
I'll stay at 30.
Bob's staying at 30. I got it
Mike?
written down.
I will also stay at 30.
15, 21. Yep, 30. Look at you. Even Stevens.
Mike was the last one out. Tim. Oh, Timmy.
Let's
Or
freeze.
93 in one round and lost.
Let's freeze Bob. Well, Mike is too reckless. And plus, it makes you make that face.
I'm going to give you a card, Mike.
I'll take a card as well,
Oh,
please.
thank you. Appreciate that.
You want another one?
Yes.
Oh, hit me. Oh my gosh.
Hit me. He's got my 9. Hit me.
So do you.
Oh, I'm going to stop at 36.
36. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, Tim was the last one out, so I get to go first. I'll take one. Son of a bitch. Mike, you're getting one.
What'd you bust on?
Yeah, 2 10s right in a row.
I'll take
Nice.
one. Give me one.
Hit me.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh.
What the heck? Hit me. Yep.
Thank you. Save me from myself.
Hit me. I'll stop.
Is Mike stopping at 24?
Well, should we play chicken instead, or
Oh my God.
What did I get? 23 plus 2?
2? Yep,
25?
25.
So I've got 61. Mike has 54 and Bob has 30.
Good thing you froze me.
Nobody picked me.
Mike
to
was
win.
the last one out.
It's crazy.
Well, because they know how unbelievably lucky you were in the last game. So
Listen, I live by that.
Mike,
hit me.
you jerk.
Yeah. With an 11 sitting there. Just hit me till I
Yeah.
can't use it.
Hit me. Oh, damn.
Son of a gun.
Wow. Mike is racking up points.
Woo! Uh-oh.
Who's flipping 3?
Wow. This is tempting to give it to myself because of the second chance. But that would be dumb. Let's try to get Bob to bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob, it's yours.
There it is. There's the bust.
Does that count?
No, you busted first, you dum-dum.
Yeah, you
get all 3
busted
cards,
before.
One at a time, baby. Are you staying or are you
He
holding,
still has a
Mike?
second chance. Why
I
would he
still
stop?
got a
Oh,
second
yeah, you still got a
chance.
second chance. Holy
Well,
crap.
you had a second chance.
You had a
I
second
had
chance.
one. Hit me. I'll stay.
All right, that's 40 points.
I'm raising
Dude, I'm
Donnie's
terrible at
blood
this.
pressure
He's
over
like,
here.
no!
We've never gotten this much interaction from Donnie ever before. His blood pressure right now. I love it.
Jimmy.
Yeah, hit me.
This
Jimmy.
game is great.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hit
Son
me.
of a bitch!
Hit me. I'll stop.
26 points. That puts you at 120 to 61 to Bob's 30.
I still have 30. That's the 30 I got in the first round.
Freeze him.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Making a comeback. Timmy?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. All right. If I choke this time, you can just call me the 2016 Warriors.
This is why no one picked you, Tim. Shut up, Andrew. Need I remind you who won last time?
Hit me.
Son of a gun.
Wow.
That
Hit
didn't
me.
last long.
I'm going to stop. 23.
Hit me.
God.
Back to you, Mike.
I'm done.
Hold on. So he's got 17.
27.
Yeah, 32.
I got a hit. Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Hold
Bob,
on.
you got to work on
Hold
your
on.
sleight of hand.
Hold on. Let me do a score recap real quick.
Hold on, wait.
Mike has 152. I have 84.
Oh, that's good enough.
Bob has 30. As long
Hey,
as
it's
your
not a
score
holy
is
kitten. It's not like I got 0 still.
every round that Bob still has 30, we are announcing the
Oh, my
score.
God.
Just
All right.
saying.
If I somehow don't win this one, I'm on suicide watch.
If I bust here, it
Mike,
says,
it's
what do you
Mike.
even? Oh, sorry.
Oh, hit me.
I'm staying.
You just gotta get off. How dare
Went
you,
really well for me last time, Bob.
Bob, you fun sucker. You take it all. Hit me.
It's Mike.
Oh,
Hit me. Oh, he's actually staying.
Yeah.
he is staying. Hit
I'm
me.
getting off that 30 like it's like a freaking quicksand. Tim,
Yeah, hit me.
Mike.
Man, with these lowish numbers, hit me.
Thanks for playing.
Ah, well.
Hit me.
I haven't busted in a while. It was worth a shot.
Oh no, Timmy.
Oh, well, flip him.
Do it. Come on.
Thanks for playing.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah.
Well, we won't be recapping the score right now.
You got points that hand.
41, Bob. Congratulations.
Who has the most?
Mike by a mile, 152.
I'll
Give me
take
my
my
card.
10.
So he stops at 10.
Yeah.
So he's at 162. Hit me. Hit me.
Oh, no.
I love it when the
Whoa,
flip
he's
7.
got to reveal 7.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
Thank you.
God, this game is so good. I love the
It is.
adrenaline rush that this game provides.
I like this a lot more than Can't Stop because there's not as much downtime.
I took my sampler to work of this, and John actually ordered himself a copy like right away. And
Yes.
Andy really liked it. He's gonna get it to play with his kids. Yeah, so it was a hit.
I'm telling you, the op is just crushing it right now.
What's that?
The op is crushing it right now.
Yeah, I know. All right, whose turn was it? My turn? Yeah, looks like it. I'll get him here in a second.
Hit me. I'm gonna hit myself for it. Ooh, I am so stopping. 22, 29, 34.
I'll stop. 10, 20, 30, 46.
You got 46.
Yeah, buddy, doubled up.
You're at 87 now. 162, 108, 87.
Mike, you're up first.
Hit me.
Hit.
Okay.
Hit.
Hit me.
Hit me. It's a fresh deck. Oh, good.
I'll stop.
Okay, so he has 14, 25.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me see the score. 7. Mike's got 187. I am going to stop at 25. No, hit me. Screw it. Why not?
That's my card.
No, this is your card.
Oh,
I am stopping now, though, for real.
I got to do it.
Bust.
4 of all the numbers to bust on. So
Wow.
close.
You were so close.
I would have
One-
laughed my ass
Well,
off
the
if he
extra 15
busted on the
points.
2 there.
187 for Mike. 140 for me. 87 for Bob.
Because they don't count because they're digital.
They're not digital. You're handling a physical copy.
Oh, I've already logged it.
I know you have, Mike.
Yeah, you make sure you double log my victory over you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
logged that L. Oh,
It's
hit
on you,
me.
Mike.
Well, the last time I stopped with barely over 200, it backfired. So hit me.
Yes. Well, you got to hit me because he's over 200.
I'll stop and make him try to beat me here.
Okay, so hold on. You got 1823.
Yep.
So that puts you at one.
206?
Nope, 210.
That's tough.
210. And I've got 140. And right now I got 28 showing. Hit
70
me.
points.
Yeah.
He needs a ×2.
Well, that helps.
Oh, that helps. No way.
Oh.
No way.
Oh my God. Hold on. What's the score? 10, 20, 31,
laugh my ass off.
43, 52.
10, 20, 30, 40, 52.
Hold on. So 52
No.
puts me at 198.
You take another card and don't bust, you get the 15 and win.
I know, right? Just do it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, so close.
Oh, wow.
The next card would have busted you too. Yeah.
Oh,
If you would have pulled that one off, I would shit the bed.
I'm just saying, take me to the casino if I would have pulled that one off again. That was amazing.
I'd be like, I'm going with your Powerball numbers, whatever they are.
Right.
Okay, so hold on. Who picked Mike that time? Donnie? Was it just Donnie?
No, Dave did as well.
Oh, Dave and
Redemption
Donnie.
Tour. Yeah.
Yes, Revenge of the Mike. Oop, hold on, let me log that.
Okay, so we'll have to figure something out with Dave and Donnie.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh, look at Bob doubling the score. Oh, shoot. What an amazing game. Are we playing one more or are we done? What's happening? Bob's logging scores.
I'm ambivalent. I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm good calling it, but it's
Yeah, I gotta work early.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was incredible. I'm really glad we decided to do this. Bob, thank you for setting that up. This is next to autocorrect, maybe the greatest game we have played at the end of the show.
Yeah, I'll have to get the scores from you guys. What was the first one? Tim pulled it out by what?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't write down my final score. Mike had 202.
Mike had 202. I think he had 206.
I think I had 206.
I haven't been logging
And
scores.
I'm just gonna put
on
myself
this.
at like 180 something, just so because it was close.
Oh, between the two games?
Mike throwing shade. Oh my God. Flip 7, everybody. Just go out and frickin' buy this game. It's so
it's like
good.
$15, if that.
It's so good. It's
Seriously.
worth it. This game is a blast. It's incredible.
Yeah, this is just really good, quick, push your luck fun. If you like push your luck, I mean, yeah, this is one of the better ones.
Over under, this gets played 5 times, 5.5. Over under 5.5 at Tabletop Adventure Con.
Oh, over.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I mean, because there's no player limit. You can literally play with as many people that want to sit down at the table.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a whole game takes 20 minutes. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a game of like 10 people, it might take a half hour, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we played 2 games with 3 players in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's still really good with just 3 people.
Listen, I don't want Andrew talking trash. I came in second with a chance to win the second game, and I for sure won the first game. Man, so good. So good. Flip 7's incredible.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Cool beans.
Are we announcing our guest for next week before we sign off, or are we just going to save that as like a secret?
No, why not?
Okay. Oh, Nikki and Donnie, while you guys are here, because I didn't see your answer. I don't know that I saw Andrew's answer. Creed or Nickelback? Which band is worse? It's the question that is sweeping across the nation and everyone demands.
Got a really locked up. Oh, somebody. Oh, Nick's chimed in on there. I see. Oh man.
Horseshoes, hands, and flip 7. I can only flip 2. That's all I got.
Yeah. Nikki taught me a nice little trick.
Yeah.
You make a little heart, right? And then you flip it over.
That's like here's a staple. Look inside. Oh, look, there's that one guy standing up.
that one dude. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, we are still taking votes. You can go to the Discord. Creed or Nickelback.
Creed or Nickelback.
Which band is worse?
We might have to, and they don't always have to be music related, but we might have to have like a weekly.
Oh, Mike, I'm way ahead of you. I've got a bunch of different this or that's that I can't wait to start to throw up there.
And this and it's like,
which is why I created its own channel just for weird off-topic stuff. I thought our own like private chat was so much fun that I was like, I bet you people will have opinions about this on the Discord. And I was not.
Who's the best musician ever, and why is it Weird Al?
Sure. I mean, you're not wrong. I just like that's not even a question to ask.
It's true. It's not fair to everybody else.
But okay, well, since we're ending it, I will go back down my music rabbit hole. I don't know about you guys, but I got into reading about the conspiracy theories that Paul McCartney died in a car accident in like 1967, and then like the Sgt. Pepper's album cover is like all the clues as to why he's dead and has been replaced by a body double, and then like the same thing with like the Abbey Road album cover, because Paul McCartney's like the only one out of step, and he's barefoot, and he's holding a cigarette, which is called a coffin nail, in his right hand. He's left-handed. There's all kinds of stuff. Guess what? They took like 7 different pictures to try to use for the Abbey Road cover, and they just picked the best one. But people like are into conspiracy theories, so it's really fun to kind of dig into that. And then because of that, I found a weird band that was in the Magical Mystery Tour movie called Bonzo's Dog Doodah Band. And you want to talk about nightmare fuel, look up some of those music videos. Nikki, you got to answer the question, and thank you for being here. But Creed or Nickelback, which one's worse? Donnie, and I know Donnie's watching and lurking, and he refuses to answer, and I'm offended by that. But I'm going to go back down and watch some more of the Bonzo's Dog Doodah Band stuff. It's like a really weird, trippy 60s band. Really weird stuff. But all right, guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Indeed.
There is Donnie's in the Discord actually hemming and hawing over which one's worse.
Nice.
I also added the Discord link there where we do have the poll. So feel free to vote on that. It's horseshoes or hand grenades. I actually have a strong preference here. I still contest damn it.
Yes,
I still say that they're my own prison album before Stapp got weird and Christian was a very, very good album.
Well, he didn't really get Christian as much as like they decided to lean into that because it was good for their sales. Like that dude is not Christian. Like not even like
I heard he's selling a Bible with his name on it.
Yeah, the different Christian.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry. We were going to
divided here is what we're saying. We got a house divided.
I love it. Another house divided. That's like the Rossi household.
Yeah, that's funny. Love it.
I loved the meme that popped up right away too from Soul Skiddo with the look at this graph.
Oh yeah, I should show that real
Yeah,
quick.
he
That's
makes
just
some good ones.
good.
And just so you know, Creed right now is winning with by 9-6. It is.
I'm offended.
I feel good. I feel good about this.
Yeah,
Here it is. There we go.
can't deny the chat. Like,
No.
That's
Oh,
not
what
it.
the? There we go.
It's our poll. I love
Yeah,
it.
and that's the actual poll, which is in the off-topic section of our Discord here, where you can vote. Creed pulling away. Wow, I'm shocked. It's the fake
oh wait, let me
Christianity.
go in
I
there and
think.
cast my vote.
Son of a-
If you haven't voted yet, Bob, what are you even doing? You're not allowed to even be in the conversation if you haven't at least
Yeah,
voted.
I hold on. Is Bob breaking up?
I'm sorry, I was busy SEOing like 5 of your friggin' videos.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Technically, they're our videos.
No, they were yours. They were like all those Montoons ones.
They're good.
Yeah,
Just saying. That's what I was doing. I was just saying.
I'm waiting for this to go up.
Oh,
Oh.
Creed just pinged. Creed just pinged.
That
Oh,
was Bob.
did I do that? Big, massive dumps of votes happening right in front of your eyes.
I literally just watched it move up. That made me feel so good.
Massive dumps.
Oh, this is awesome. I love it.
Wow.
Well, thank you guys so much. Every Wednesday is an absolute pleasure. And it is so much fun. Thank you to the chat and everybody that pops in. Thank you, Devon. I know he's gone, but I really appreciated him being here. He is seriously, guys, keep an eye out on his stuff. He's got a lot of games coming out, and they're going to start coming out fast and furious really soon. He's going to be a hot designer. So pay attention. Pay attention
Check
to
out,
that.
I mean, like, and it's not just a plug for our video, but like Mike and I had a legit good time playing Montoons on Tabletop Simulator. So you can see what the game flow is like. And yeah.
Also, really quick, because we don't do this enough, we are really starting to put out content for the Patreon subscribers. So if you have the means and you want to, please consider the Patreon. We are going to be releasing our videos like basically a day or two early on the Patreon, but we're also releasing like these live, or not live, but like uncut, like videos of us just playing a game. And so you're going to sort of get the raw footage. I mean, we've got like pops and chips on the table. It's all of our bad jokes and
words
and comments. It's very loosely edited. But yeah, it's just kind of hanging out with us while we play games and we think we're funny. The most recent one that will be coming soon is for a Kickstarter that is live now called Fest Season, where you are trying to be the best festival organizer. So it's a really cool game. Yeah, Andrew, hopefully other people think so too. But yeah, I mean, it would literally be like if you sat down at a table and played games with us. I mean, it's that.
It's very much raw, just us. I mean, we're digging in the rule book and that kind of stuff we don't feel comfortable actually putting on our YouTube channel because we are still learning the game, rule book references and stuff like that. We're not cutting any of that out. It's just we're learning the games. So something to give back to our Patreons because we all appreciate you.
And then we also try poorly to entertain while we do it.
I mean, some of us are better at than others, but yeah.
Agreed. And we still let Mike play with us, which is super nice of us.
You just got to get past his RBF. You'll be all right.
Resting beard face.
Yes.
Exactly. For a trim, it's getting a little out of hand.
Oh man. Well, Mike, I can't wait to play games with you on Friday. Bobby, I will see you on Saturday, man. And Andrew, we'll see you on Saturday. So anybody else, hopefully, Tabletop Adventure Con.
One last plug for it: Warsaw, Indiana. It's about an hour south of South Bend. They have badges available. They're $20 for an all-day badge. Doors are 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. All the proceeds go to a great cause, and they even have stuff going on Sunday, but we won't be there. So if you're interested, check it out. It's a great time.
We'll be there Saturday pretty much most of the day. I will be there before the doors open to set up, and I will be there as long as I can. Oh no, unsub. Oh, in that case, who would sit and play with you guys? Never mind, I'm out. I love it. This is where we talk about how getting to play games with Andrew and his daughter was one of the best convention experiences I've ever had. It's so much fun. Oh, I'm bringing Fairy Tale Campaign Trail. Congratulations.
Oh.
Congrats, guys, on funding. This did fund. Late
Yeah.
pledge is open. I should have said something way earlier, so I'm really sorry to the Parakeet Griffin folks for not saying something sooner. I am so proud of these kids. They got this thing made, and it's happening. So check it out. We will
Awesome.
we will be able to play it on Saturday with you. So.
Might have to bring zombie survival infection as well.
You mean this little bad boy right here?
Yeah.
Boy, that'd be a shame if somebody got their building torn down by zombies by one of your opponents.
I need to stop and get some sleeves because I want to sleeve mine.
Ooh. All right. Are you doing that before this weekend? Okay, so bring your sleeved copy.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, those cards are just they're super nice. I want to keep them in good shape.
Yeah.
And they're cards you hold in your hand sometimes. So
Yeah, well, we should at least sleeve it because there's one card in here we want to protect.
I'll bring my card holders.
What is that? Your tiny hands?
No, that's the problem. I can only hold 3 cards at once. So
All right. You guys are the best. Seriously, thank you so much. For the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
I was Bob.
I was Mike.
We will see you next time, maybe even Saturday if you're cool enough to come join us.
Or Saturday. Later.
Bye.
We'll see you guys.
Good
next
job,
time.
Stonemaier. A 7.3 repeating. Heating.